This is a protest live, and we are saying sorry to Paddy right off the bat for this, because this wasn't intentional, but we were having a good time, and then you get booted off of a panel for somebody who's on a power trip.
Yep, and then he's lying about it, saying we've left. You know, just because.
I even left comment. I left a comment on the live to let the chat know that DJ and Tonkin have been kicked, and I had to step out because I was getting a phone call. So
yeah,
and ever since we can't get back in.
Yep, and he's hitting us from chat, but he's saying we ain't man enough to come back. You know? So he's just lying his ass off.
Quite.
Yet again, he's bringing that like Paddy's channel down, and it's not fair. It's not right. And
yeah,
I mean, Paddy was off for a certain amount, you know, of time, and he hasn't. He's only come back tonight, and already it's kicked off.
Yep, and I saw a lot of good new people in chat who's getting along, having a good laugh, and then when Side turned up and starts going and attacking and abusing people and that, and spreading his lies, they left. So I don't know how long they're going to hang around Paddy's channel, you know, if that keeps happening.
Like I said before, this isn't a diss at Steve whatsoever.
No, we respect
Stephen, you know.
Yeah, we respect him. We like to have good conversations with him, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
But we don't want to sit around and get abuse and lies from someone who just thinks he's God and it's all about him. You know?
Well, true, but hey,
yeah,
it is what it is. But we're just gonna have a good laugh over here, and there'd be no timeouts or blockings or any of that shit. I mean, he's not allowed in my channel, and he never will be again, especially after today. I've been in quite a forgiving mood recently, and
yeah, it's
no, I'm not going to forgive that now. No.
Yeah, it's disrespectful.
Hey, Toby, you're right, darling.
And awful behaviour.
Yeah.
Hello, Toby.
Hey, Toby.
How have you been this morning? Did you enjoy the live earlier and that? Because it's been a bit of a mad one, isn't it, for poor Steve? And, you know, I actually feel bad for the guy, you know. And, oh, well.
Yeah,
I didn't want to do that. I really didn't want to do this, but I thought, well, people want to come over and have a laugh rather than be booted and abused, you know? I mean, for goodness sake.
Yeah.
I don't know what to make of this. It's like nuts, isn't it?
Yeah, it just totally is, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I normally wouldn't have made it subs-only mode either, but I just don't want any shit in here, and I'm not in the mood for it. I mean, you know, I can sweat my ass off. Oh, it's just about breathing and just calming down and just, you know, trying to relax. I mean, the fact that my voice has been the best it's been for, 2 months now, isn't it? I mean...
Vixen, well, what'd you say to me? Don't have a baby.
Too late. I've already had one. Yeah.
It's not a woosah moment anymore. It's
oh, you haven't long woken up. Oh, you wouldn't have known what happened then. We were all literally on the joint channel panel, and Paddy went up to take a phone call, and so I just went on a power trip and booted everyone off of the panel except him Eddie was singing at the time. He kept on interrupting Eddie while singing and being a bit of an idiot. And he booted Art off and then brought him back on. And then he's like having an argument sort of with Art and all of that. And it's like, what the hell? So...
Yeah, but Art managed to change the subject over to what's been going on with the latest protests with the paint and all that lot, you know.
Yeah, but I mean, I know I'm going to have a word with Steve, obviously, but it's not exactly a good promotion, is it, for paid members of his channel to be getting that kind of treatment, really?
Yeah, and plus, I saw a lot of
Hey,
good people.
Pokerface.
Hey, Pokerface. I saw a lot of new good people in the chat getting along and having a laugh, and then they just left as well, you know.
I know, but like I say, it's going to be fun over there. We're just going to have a laugh and whatever floats your boat, really. I don't know what topic you want to talk about. I don't really give a shit. As long as it's not bad on anyone, I don't care, you know? But yeah, that's the last thing I wanted to do is like leave Steve's channel like that. But I mean, Steve's been on the phone for what, about 20 odd minutes now, isn't he, Eddie?
About that, yeah.
And you know, we actually got blocked as well when we hadn't even done anything from the actual chat too. Booted from the panel as well when we done nothing wrong. It's nuts.
I didn't want to go have an argument today or anything like that. You know?
Of course not. I mean, well, Toby, you know me pretty well by now from Paddy's channel. I'm not an a-hole at all.
Yeah.
I can be, granted, I can be a right bitch when I want. But...
I'm not telling him what to do. Stephen Roman's in the link and he asked, can you
what
put
the hell?
He's pointed it out.
Oh, Eddie, you're watching it, are you?
I thought that was me for a minute. I thought, shit, is that my fucking phone again? Oh, Eddie, you bastard! I thought my phone was possessed again.
No, it's okay. Sorry, Vix.
Oh, no, you're a cunt.
Oh, you thought Google was listening in and intervening, was it?
I thought Google would turn Paddy's fucking live stream on.
Oh, gee.
Oh, it wouldn't be the first time this phone is... Oh, no joke, guys. My uncle bought me a Samsung 20 FE, and every once in a while, my Google turns on at the really weirdest of times. Oh, sorry, I didn't understand that. And shit like that. It's like fucking funny. Turns on fucking people's live streams on the fly, and I'm like, where the fuck's this coming from? I don't even sub to this channel. Shit.
Well, you can turn it off, you know, Vix.
Well, I'd like to know how, because it's going to go out the fucking window at this rate.
So it's in the settings.
What? Hang on, you're going to have to talk me through this, because this
Vix,
phone...
personally, I'm no good at talking through it. I just find it helpful myself.
So are you saying you want to come around my gaff and play with my phone?
Yeah, if you want me to.
Oh dear. Is anyone good with Samsung phones? Because this is like really pissing me off now.
Well, no, I'm great. I'm great with Samsung phones.
I'm not very up to it, you know. It's just with me, it's trial and error.
Before, but it's never done this now. I mean, the Google only normally comes on when I'm talking about political stuff, sex, or Ireland for some weird shit. And yeah, exactly. I do not know why, and a little bit strange. Even when I say the word Google, it doesn't turn on. So you would think that would be a trigger word, wouldn't you? But no.
Yeah.
It doesn't respond, but like I mean, especially if you're a female, like it doesn't respond if it's like if you mention Google. You know, that's the funny thing about it.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know what the fucking matter is, but it would have to be my fucking
It's all
phone,
it's a sexist object anyway. I don't.
I beg your pardon, me or the
No,
phone?
I'm saying Google.
Oh, right.
I'm saying the device.
Oh, I'll let you off then, darling. Shit.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry, I'm in one of them moods. I've got a fucking temperature. I'm sweating my ass off. And I went like this last time I had the Rona as well. I went a bit crazy, but crazy in a good way.
You're crazy, crazy for feeling, crazy for loving.
I'm crazy.
Oh, well, you two shut it. You'll get blocked.
Crazy for feeling so blue.
Oh, I would be blue right now. I'm fucking red, raw with fucking. I'm so freaking hot.
Hot stuff coming through.
And it's not because I'm a 300-pound whale either. What a cheeky bastard, though.
Yep.
Yeah, so now if I can have a go at my body weight, and I'm about 110 pounds. I mean, he's a lot bigger than me, and I don't fucking. I never, go on about people's bodies and all of that. It's who you are as a person, in my eyes. It doesn't bother me if you're slim, big, or whatever. If you're a cunt, then I don't want to know. Basically, so if you're using the C word, that just sort of like flew out. But who's doing a Darth Vader impression now?
Sorry, it was me.
I am your father.
You're definitely not my daughter.
Yeah, I'm not going to start calling you Pappy. My God. That would be a bit wrong now, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that breathing's well put.
Oh, Daddy!
No. Obviously, if you call someone Pappy, it means something slightly different, Eddie. I mean, get on the phone with you.
Oh, come on, Daddy!
Deep breathing, you're putting me off. This is supposed to be a sensible life, for fuck's sake. You're making me near enough die over it. Leo, you can shut up and all. You dare go near my feet, you monkey. You're not having that again. What was it last time when we were on Marshall's live, wasn't it? He starts licking my tootsies and I nearly screamed the fucking live stream down. That was fun. Well, it wasn't fun for me, but it was fun for you guys. Will you stop with the breathing like that? It's making me feel funny. It makes me think of the times when people phone you up at like 4 o'clock in the morning, pissed out of their barnet, don't remember their name, and you think, who's this fucker?
We get the pistachios, will we?
I don't know, maybe. Sorry, guys, pistachio's a bit of a private joke from Rights for Vets and Lee, the American Lee. Apparently, yeah, but I don't know whether
It's an aphrodisiac, isn't it?
Well, apparently so, but pistachios have never done that for my libido, but not that I've really tried for that reason, but
I don't know. I couldn't tell you, Troy.
I don't need things like that to. Oh, I'm just fucking digging myself a hole here, aren't I?
Yeah, absolutely.
But there are other nuts that get you excited, ain't it, Vix?
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Cashews. You like cashew nuts, don't you?
Oh, for goodness sake, Leo! It doesn't mean so I'm getting the peanut butter out. Will you stop? That's the thing. My dog loves. When he hears the word nuts, he thinks I'm getting the peanut butter out. That's one of his favourite snacks. He's had the chicken today, but he wants that, obviously.
There's the pistachios again.
No, he has cashew butter. He gets the good stuff, you know.
Oh, I believe it's. I can't believe it's not butter, is it?
Oh, I don't exactly give the fucking dog margarine. I
Hello, Earth. How are you?
I will drop.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm being a silly bitch. I forgot to drop the link. Oh, fuck's sake! What the hell am I doing? This is just sorry to throw me off this morning.
Yeah, I'm just way too fed up, man. It's just Si will never change. You'll never have any.
Woo! What a life! Oh my god! I just feel well guilty for Paddy, but I mean, I will call him and explain. But I mean, what the hell were we supposed to do about that? I mean,
yeah, it's a novel situation. Like, you know, it just shows you how childish.
Morning. You're right, guys.
Good morning, Earth. How are you?
Yeah. To be honest with you, it was a weird sensation because what happened was, Steve went off and took a phone call. Si then threw all four of us off. Then I came back on. Then Tonkin was in the back chat, and he said he wasn't there. Then all of a sudden, Si started to be quite nice to me, and I was sitting here sort of thinking, "What's going on here?" And so and Stephen Ronan came in and we chatted. Stephen should be here in a minute. He said he's coming over here, and I didn't know you'd gone live, so that's why I came over here because Plastic Paddy's on the phone. Si's sitting there. But yeah, I mean, it's a weird sensation. He's gone from one extreme to the other, and I don't really know how to deal with it.
Yeah, and he was fine. So we had dropped off, and we was going, and we was backstage talking to us. We was talking privately, and now we weren't. We was just sitting, patiently backstage, and that lot. And he's saying we wasn't there. We wasn't there in that lot, you know.
No, he was actually saying that Paddy was talking to me on the phone, slagging all you guys off. Didn't you hear him say that?
Yeah, he said that.
To Paddy at all?
Well, no, we was just sitting backstage.
Yeah, because he even said that I was talking to him, and so I had to unmute my mic and say, "No, I'm not. No, I'm not talking to him. I'm here now." It's a weird thing when you see people's mood swing from one extreme to the other. It's sort of it's very weird. But I mean, to be honest with you, all I said to him was, you know, maybe we've had 5-6 people come on here, and one at a time you've attacked every one of them. Perhaps you should look in the mirror and say maybe you're the problem rather than each one of the other people when they come on.
That as well, yeah.
You know, I mean, it was amazing. It was as if everyone came on the panel, and then all of a sudden he just attacked every single person. I mean, I was lucky because I got it first, and then all of a sudden I'll press mute, and then he just started attacking everyone else. And then all of a sudden, by the end of it, he was being quite friendly towards me, which makes me. I don't understand it, to be honest.
Hey, Marshall.
It was just fake, you know, and it was like he was pretending to be like friendly, but he wasn't, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just trying to keep the peace, and I thought I won't respond, I won't be provoked, but even that was wrong.
I mean, you probably heard I was trying to back you up there, and the fact of the matter is, like he just kept at it and kept at it, and eventually, like I mean, now if Steve was there. Like if Steve was there, he'd say, well, you know, let's fucking give you a timeout or whatever.
Yeah.
And like because he wouldn't allow that to go on, you know.
See, this is a problem when you give people
Absolute
admins on your channel. I mean, yeah, I would trust Eddie or Tonkin or Marshall with admins on my channel, no problem. But then if something happens on my channel when I'm not around, then I have to take responsibility on what's on my channel. Yeah. I'm not saying that any of you guys would fuck up my channel, but then again, I have to justify it to Google now, don't I? You know.
Well, I mean, what I've done is that over the months I've been watching and seeing the way channels operate, and I have made a strict policy. I will never, ever, ever have any moderators or anyone access to my channel apart from me. And that is right across the board, because it prevents all arguments. And then when one moderator's not getting on with another moderator, they hide them. And oh my God, I couldn't get on with it. I couldn't do it. That's why I will never.
I actually don't have that on here, because I basically said to any of my mods, if they get spanner happy or any shit goes on in here, I will just take their spanners away immediately. No questions asked.
Yeah.
And they know that right off the bat, you know.
Yeah, I did see. I mean, it got really bad with Steve on his channel, so bad that he had to get rid of everyone's spanner and then re-give them out as he spoke to each person. And I thought, I don't want to go through this, so I will never ever give anyone any spanners or anything. I mean, not that I know how they work or anything like that. The most I would give anyone would be an approved status to be able to comment. You know, you can do that thing on the customization, can't you? Approve users, so their comments always appear.
Yeah, you can, but then again, that can be a little bit. If they're having a bad day or whatever, they can get into trouble like that too. It's a little bit weird, you know. But you've got to be sensible within you.
Yeah.
Well, it's all a matter of trust with people, isn't it? You know.
Well, yeah, I'm a very trusting person and I'm a very forgiving person, but as soon as people bring my kids into it and go after people that I really do care about, then that is a no-no. Okay. Hey, Thriller, you all right?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you,
he was a bit intense, darling, but yeah.
I mean, to be honest with you, I think, to be honest, it depends on what stage of sobriety you catch him in, to what the kind of reception you will get off of him. And that's not a very good situation to be in, not knowing what someone's going to be like from one time when you speak to them to the next time.
Yeah. The thing is, as well, you know, he can come on panel where he's more or less sober and that lot, but then he start drinking and it just gets out of control. He does. No, his true self comes out. That's the thing. I just think he is just he's just a sad, malicious person who just doesn't respect anyone in his that's all. You know, it's all about pride. That's all.
Well, I mean, I was to be honest, I was really weirded out the fact that he lives down in Cornwall and that he went on holiday to Brighton and he came looking for where I lived. I mean, it's a bit weird, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah, he stayed his holiday for a few days just to blooming.
Yeah, but this is the thing as well. A little bit before that, he said that all people from Brighton are wrong uns. So why'd you go on holiday to Brighton if it's full of wrong uns?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I just thought it was a bit weird. Why would he want to come to check out where I live? I mean, it's absurd.
Yeah. I would never do that. I mean, if I don't like someone, I don't like them. You know, leave it at that.
Yeah, but that makes it even worse. Yeah, but that makes it even worse. If he has negative feelings towards me, why would he want to come 300 miles to see where I live? I mean, it's weird.
Yeah. It's very weird behaviour and all that. Hey, Marshall.
Hi guys, you alright?
Hey, yeah, hi, Paul. How you doing? I was expecting you to come on Steve's live tonight.
Listen,
he's blocked, isn't he?
I wanted to at one point, but I'm not good.
You're not feeling well?
That's all right, Shay. You're welcome here anytime. This is like a protest live.
Yeah, I'm not great at all, but I just couldn't do with that fall. And like, it was like, I felt a bit bad because I wasn't going on and supporting Vic, so I had to do the honourable thing and get Tonkin. Eddie was there, but I think he was asleep.
No, I wasn't.
But anyway,
I'm not, Marshall, I'm not asleep all the time, you know.
Pardon?
No, I was asleep. I was just waking up and I was like, what the hell?
I'm in agony, mate. I'm in agony, guys.
What's the matter? What's the matter, Cold Tools?
He had a fall, didn't he?
The other week, and it's kind of flared up quite a bit. It's worse than it was when I did it. You know, my ribs and that.
Yeah, well, all the bruising's coming out and that lot now, so it will get a little bit.
I mean, I've broken my ribs and my sternum before, so it's a reoccurring thing as well.
I would ask it if any of the care staff where you are can get you some arnica, because that will help.
I'm going to work.
Because it'll bring out the bruising even quicker, because that's what I did when I really fucked my ankle. I mean, it was really bad.
Salute to everyone here in the chat anyway, and LOR, Tonkin and...
yeah, so anyone's welcome up on panel if they want. You don't have to have cameras on or anything. I don't have that rule over here.
No.
We
respect people's anonymity here.
Yeah, well, the only reason I insist on it, and Paul Tools will back me up on this, the other night we had 3 Darren G's and 2 plastic paddies in the backstage. Honestly and truthfully, and all 3 of the Darren G's were saying that I'm the real one, no, I'm the real one. And when we had 2 plastic paddies, and none of them were the real person anyway.
You were going to continue. I couldn't believe that.
Well, I will show you how to put the actual thing down across the screen so you can let people up, hear them speak, and then kick them off if they're not, you know?
Yeah, you can do a layover.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah, and another thing, Vic, if someone's in your backstage, how do you block them, or can't you do it from backstage?
Yes, you can.
When I click on it, kick from the studio, it asks me to authorise some kind of app or something, so I just click kick from studio, not ban from studio.
You if you want to like you can do kick or ban or whatever you want, but if you do the kick, they can come back. The ban, I think, is different, but you can do it in the settings where you can literally block someone. I've never actually done it from StreamYards, but
no, you see what they're crafty. If they leave a comment in the comments, you can click on that and ban them. If they just come in when you put the link out into the back of the studio, right? They can you kick them out and then they can come back in, and you kick them out and they come back in. But you can't kick them from the studio permanently, or if you do,
you actually can. It's in the settings of StreamYards. You can block someone.
Right, okay. So if someone comes in the back studio, you can actually block them from actually coming back in.
Yeah, you can.
Right, okay. I'll have to sort that out then. But yeah, I mean, it was a ridiculous situation, you know, and that's what...
But, I mean, dealing with the actual Darren G, it would be bad enough. I mean, I know that sounds bad, but I don't particularly drive with the guy, you know. I just get weird vibes from him, and
I'll tell you something else as well. The other day as well, Cool Tools was on with me, and then he knocked himself off, and then when he came back in,
you said the other morning, didn't you? Actually,
yeah, he knocked himself off, and then when he came back in, there was another Cool Tools right next to him. There was 2 of them, and I went,
"Oh no."
I said, listen, this is why I always ask you to put your camera on, even if you knock yourself off and come straight back again. And now he agrees with that, and he understands why I said it. He literally knocked himself off, and within about a minute, he came back on, and then there was a second Cool Tools with the same photograph, same everything. And so that's why, so I said, put your camera on. He put it on, and then the other one disappeared. But, you know, I wouldn't have known which one was him.
Well, but in that case, that's just a StreamYard glitch where it's Cool Tools has lost his connection, but StreamYards has still got it there, and then they've got his old connection.
Yeah,
and he's
Tonkin, it might not have been. Somebody might have duplicated his thing.
He said no. That's what he said. He said there's clone accounts going around using his handle and his photograph and everything. So that just confirmed it as well. To be honest with you, you know, I've got no evidence of this at all, but I've
seen it with my own eyes.
I mean, I've got no evidence.
But they've stopped using it now for a little while, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I've got no evidence at all of it, but I suspect a certain person may have been behind 1 or 2 of those trolls that were trolling Cool Tools and I on my channel the other day. You know, I sort of think I might know who at least 1 or 2 of the people might have been. So, but you know, and hopefully going forward, it won't happen again. But yeah, you have to be so careful, especially when my lives go to 3, 4, 5 hours. I don't want someone porn bombing it or something like that where I have to delete it.
I get you. It's a little bit weird, isn't it? But you can't exactly lose your rag when you're doing a live, can you? Well, you could. You can have a bit of a rant, but it's sort of like ruins it for you then, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, what people need to remember as well is that all of us have got idiosyncrasies. In some respects, all of us are odd.
Yeah,
and
true.
so at the end of the day, why don't we just, put those things aside and start with a blank canvas with each person, and you speak as you find. I mean, I think it's difficult.
I mean, absolutely, 100%. I mean, as I said to, like in the chat earlier, I mean, like it's a business, and you're setting it up to build yourself and like your own community, and that's how it should be.
Yeah. But the actual thing of it, like recently, I mean, I've made up with Dwayne. Rosie and I don't have any issues particularly now, which has been like that caused a bit of a rift between the groups. So now that's been sorted. Josiah obviously doesn't like that we are actually healing parts of the community, which would make it better for Paddy as well, because it's better for his channel too.
Yeah.
Because it has splintered a lot from his channel too.
Yeah, of course. And I mean, tonight's been an eye opener for me, because I was the number one target at the beginning, and then all of a sudden someone else came on, and then he started attacking them. So I clicked my thing onto mute, and then he stopped attacking them, and someone else came on, and he started attacking them, and it went on for 5 different people. And I thought, this is really.
And I said I had enough of this, and I went after so himself. And I took over for each and every person that came into that chat.
Yeah, and I must say, you've got to give Plastic Paddy some credit here. He was very, very patient, but even he lost his rag. Even he lost his rag several times with him.
Yeah, I mean, he had enough of sight. I mean, like I mean, if Steve was there, right, but like guaranteed, like that wouldn't have went on. No way.
Oh no, he wouldn't have got away with that. Definitely not. But I would never in a million years give a person like that admins on my channel. That's irresponsible. Especially if you've just got back from having a break, if you get what I mean. And I'm not going to say why or whatever, because that's obviously Steve's business. It's got nothing to do with me, but I wouldn't want to wish any harm or bad on Paddy's channel at all. Not like that.
No, as I said earlier, I mean, we all like and respect Paddy. I mean, like he's, I mean, he does his thing, just like you were. I mean, you do your thing, and I do my thing. So does DJ, and that's all there is.
Hey, Melvin, how are you, darling?
Yeah, I mean, that's it. I mean, 100%. And you have to, as I said earlier, at the end of the day, you have to be professional in these things, Exactly. And Paddy and I, have both got good contacts. If we pool our resources, we can produce content around true crime, which is different from a lot of other stuff that's out there. And that is a professional relationship. As regards social and a friendship, that is a separate issue, and I fully understand that, and the problem is people are trying to mix the two things, and that is counterproductive.
Exactly, yeah, absolutely.
I agree with that. I'm glad in the way you two sorted it out. I really am, because
exactly. And to be honest with you, we sorted it out, but unfortunately, some people wanted to continue on with all of that, and hopefully, though, tonight people will get over that. But then again, I realise that there's so many more beefs out there. The problems that I may have had are insignificant, and especially now because there's no actual dispute between Plastic Paddy and I. there's no reason for anyone else to have an opinion on it, really. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, most of the people now, I mean, you just have to be pragmatic about these things and realise that, you know, YouTube is YouTube, and you mustn't have preconceived ideas about people that you meet on there. You speak as you find. And I mean, I'm sure that everyone has made mistakes, regardless of how serious or not serious they are. And everyone's got baggage. But I mean, you know, what is YouTube for? YouTube is not to expose people's weaknesses. It's for people to come together and maybe find mutual interests. You know what I mean? People always look at things negatively. You know, the glass half empty rather than the glass half full.
Yeah.
Oh, I agree.
You know, and it just not, you know, tonight at some stages this evening, Paddy's channel was more like Cesspit or Exposure TV. I mean, you know, it was something. Oh my God, I was thinking, I can't believe what's going on here. 4 people are screaming at the same time. You know, and you didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it was quite funny. I mean, there was quite some. I had to be on mute because I was laughing so much because it became laughable. You know that. I mean, if you just, you know, you took all the seriousness out of it, it was just it was absurd. It was like something out of Monty Python. You know, it was like, it was like rent an argument. You know, we've come in tonight, and tonight is going to be Si arguing with everyone. And so everyone comes in and as they go arguing with Si, it was absurd. It was really stupid. Honestly, I couldn't believe it in the end. You know, I thought it was me having an argument and that was it. And then next thing I know, there's 5 different people all arguing with Si. You know, and if that happens, you sort of think, well, hang on, if I'm arguing with one person or 2 people, then when it's 3, 4, 5, you've got to think, well, maybe I'm the problem.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, Si just makes up lies, bullshit, hatred, and he just does the most disgusting stuff. You know, says the most disgusting comments just to try and rile people up and get them angry at him. You know, I think he's just a sadist. You know, he enjoys. He's not
a sadist. He's a narcissist.
Yeah, narcissist. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think I've ever had any interaction with Si or with or spoken to him when he hasn't been 3 parts to the win. So I don't. Is he different when he's sober?
Slightly, but he's always worked. But the thing is, he's always comes on and he's always drinking. So it's going to be working up to the true Si. You know, but he has no limit. You know, he doesn't respect. He doesn't think, oh God, you know. Like for instance, like, oh yeah, my best mate is going out or seeing someone who I don't really like, and that lot. You know, I wouldn't go still attacking that person who he's going out with. You know, I'll just let it be. Say, yeah, okay, you know, be nice and civil around him, but he doesn't. You know, so he doesn't respect people's friendships at all. Because there's no way I'd attack my mate's girlfriend. You know. Because I respect my mate too much. Yeah. You know, I'd let that lie and just say, okay, yeah. You know?
Yeah, it's mad, isn't it?
Crazy.
Making people smile. Morning to everyone.
Morning.
Oh God, we're using your saying on other channels. Is it good?
I know. It's infectious.
You're gonna put copyright strike in, you better not. It's my friend.
Oh, don't say that. Honestly, don't. Yeah.
I'll look into it. I'll find you quicker than I did.
I mean, no, as I said earlier, I found it rather sinister and a little bit weird that he.
No, it is. But you know, 9 days he still didn't find you. Come on, think about it.
Did he not find me?
No, 9 days.
Well, how stupid is that? Because Plastic Paddy knows my address. Sorry?
He's ex-SES like myself.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, I can't believe he didn't find me because Aaron and Plastic Paddy know my address.
I've had a chuckle all day over that.
Sorry, Marshall. I was in YouTube and I've been trying to sort out. Leo, he got something in his paw. They were trying to deal with a bull mastiff's paw, and he's trying to play fight me at the same time.
Oh, well, yeah, that's not easy.
Well, no, I can't type play fight with a dog, sort his paw out. I mean, yeah, I can multitask, but that's taking the blatant piss, darling. Shit.
Yeah, and listen, all of us, don't forget the clocks go back tonight. Clocks go back tonight at 2 o'clock or 2 o'clock to 1 o'clock. Because have you ever done that the next day when you get up and you don't realise the clocks have gone back to about till the afternoon or something like that? I mean, I've done it so many times. You know what I mean? And now, and now America's only 4 hours behind, and Steve's 5 hours behind. That's for 2 weeks till they put their clocks back.
Yeah, it's a bit weird, isn't it? But hey.
Well, I mean, to be honest, with the way that we operate, to be honest with you, we won't be seeing daylight until about March.
Oh, you're a ray of sunshine this morning, aren't you?
No, that's okay. No, but it's good.
It was an old wives' tale back in the day, but I mean, then it became a fucking.
Oh, Eddie's being ageist now. Are you calling an old wife?
No, I didn't. I never said. Oh, Jesus Christ! I never said it. I just said it was an old wives' tale. I didn't say you were the old woman. I mean, it's
Eddie Gannon, you're a liar.
Oh,
I never said
me
you.
either.
I wasn't talking about you. Jesus.
Sorry, what's that? I missed something about Vic being an old wife and having a tail.
I was trying to shove some stuff down your throat before you left. I could hear him talking about me.
Blame Tompkin.
I'm the most sinister person ever. Watch out, Art. I'm going to have you.
I missed that conversation. All I got was Vix is an old wife with a tail.
Yeah, watch out, Art. Cool Tools is going to have you.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, and also that I mean, well, it's not just Cy. I mean, the falling out that I had with Moscow Flyer, he seems to not be able to let go with that because he seems to be rather venomous towards me still, and I bear no malice towards him. But I mean, again, you know, if that's the case, then so be it. You know.
Well, it's exactly the same with me, Moscow, about the same type of thing. It's same reasons for pursuing that, exactly the same. Because we've had a fallout with Cy, and he's aligned with Cy. You see, that's how pathetic they are. You know, that's what it's about.
This shows you how small-minded it is. They are, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, these factional things. I mean, it's strange. We see it all the time, all over. You know, you see it in politics, you see it in the military, you see it everywhere. Factionalization, and it's a destructive thing because at the end of the day, no one gets anything out of it. I mean, cultures, you know, in wars. I mean, look at the Iran-Iraq war. 8
no
years.
one wins in that situation, do they?
Exactly. No one wins. 8 years, about 5 million people dead, and they all go back to where they started. You know what I mean?
It's a certain amount of attrition on each other at different times.
Yeah, exactly. You know, and that's just like the same kind of thing. You know, but you know, I mean, we've got more in common than we've got more in stuff that brings people together rather than divides people. You know, everyone's got little idiosyncrasies, but you just have to make allowances for that. And, you know, and that's the problem. You know, it's all right being arrogant and saying, I don't take crap off of anyone. Well, then that means that you're going to have to come into conflict with people. You know, so, you know, why not be able to be magnanimous sometimes? We all get annoyed and we get the ump. And if you're in a bad mood, you say, I'm in a bad mood today, so excuse me for being a bit rude or something like that. Well, that's a bit different. But just to go on attacking people for no reason, right? Well, there's no need for it.
Exactly.
He's got an intelligent type of way that he goes about it, but he's intelligent. He's got kind of a clever way of going about it, but really, the finished job, it isn't worth doing in that way. It just causes a load of shit, which is, you know, for nothing. You know, the way he kind of sets it up is quite clever. The way Cy sets these things up. You know, he is kind of clever in a way, but in the long run, it isn't because there's no winners.
Sure.
Yeah, and I mean, you can be funny, you can make funny comments and that, but there's no need to be nasty, or there's no need to say things for the shock value. I mean, when he addressed Vix earlier on this evening, the actual things that came out of his mouth that were certainly uncalled for, they were unreasonable, and actually they were unwarranted as well. And it's not big. It doesn't show that he can be arrogant and won't take crap from anyone. It actually showed that he was an extremely rude person. It was completely wrong. There was no need to say what he said. I mean, honestly, I was like, my God, I can't believe you just said that. You know what he said to you earlier, Vix? I couldn't believe what he said. That
I know, but I'm used to it.
Yeah, but he does. It's still. Yeah, but you mustn't. You know, we mustn't let those things go. Because if you do, then they become the norm, and that's not the way that
That is
people
my
carry on.
point.
Yeah, because there's nothing wrong with harmless banter backwards and forwards with a couple of people, but the minute one person starts showing offence for it and that lot, that the other person should realise, okay, you know, I've gone a bit too far. Let's back it down and carry on with the harmless banter, not go overboard and up the ante and do worse stuff. You know, that's just a narcissist. You know, that's just a despicable person who just wants to aggravate and annoy people all the time. You know?
Yeah, and also, you know, saying things that are provocative, hoping to try to provoke a reaction from one person, which then might trigger a different reaction from someone else, is a kind of manipulating way to cause trouble. You know,
Yeah.
hence why, listen, you know me, I don't back down from anyone, but I just muted my mic and sat back and thought, I'm not going to get involved in this. And then even that,
my friend wants to know. Hang on, I'll put the comment on the screen so you can see it. He has known me for a very long time.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I don't really want to repeat what he said. I mean, if Vix wants to say what he said, you know, we all heard what he said, but I don't really want to actually repeat it for me, to be honest, because it's not something I really want to say.
Yeah, it's just
pathetic anyway. Lanky.
But put it this way, it would make you want to go around there and kick in his door. I know what you're like, so yeah.
Yeah, even if it was true what he said, that would have made, you know, that would have made it even worse. I mean, just to even say things in the way that he did was completely wrong. I mean, after all the arguments tonight, for me, that was the one or two sentences he said when he described Vix this evening was for me just over the top and really offensive.
Yeah. See, Lakey knows Vix the way I do, you know. Well, she is a kind, wonderful person who is actually, yeah, she is pretty beautiful. That lot. And, you know, and then Si goes spreading his rumours that she's a big, overweight woman and all this lot, and it's disgusting stuff, you know.
And what Tompkin and Lanky says, I mean, I can back up that as well. Like it's like she's a beautiful, kind person, and like I mean, I wish there was more fucking people in this world like her, you know. Yeah. If you don't mind me saying, Vix, you know.
No, not at all, but
I've only
wait in a minute.
No. To be honest with you, I mean, I've only spoken to Vix several times, but my impression of Vix is that she is a sheep in wolf's clothing. In other words, she's creative and gentle and has to put on a hard-boiled edge to be able to get through. And even when there's when she's defending herself, you defend yourself in a kind of not nervous way, but it's not a natural way because you're not naturally combative. You're not
I actually can go there when I need to.
Yeah, but it's not your natural default position. No, that's what I just get from you. Some people you speak to and you know that their natural position is one of aggression and attack. And when you meet people who that's not their natural default position, you can see that it takes an extra effort to do it, to actually defend themselves. And that's all, you know, that's the impression that I get. And because this can be a brutal place, the internet, my God, it really can be a brutal place, can't it? I mean, good grief.
No, it can be. I mean, typical thing, right? When I was a kid, my stepfather, he's 6'3.5", built like a brick shithouse. He was going for my mum, and I'm only 5'3". I'm a tiny girl. And what I saw of him doing to my mother, I went for him with a bat and I nearly killed the fucker. So I am not scared of anyone. You come for me, you come for my family, and I will kill you.
No, I appreciate that. But what I'm saying is when you're defending yourself, you're not naturally, you don't, it's not a natural position you find easy. Whereas
you don't like it.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't get enjoyment out of it.
Exactly.
I'm a practicing Buddhist, so no, I'm not.
Exactly, but some people go through their life in that kind of attack mode through their everyday life, and that's natural to them. If you go through your life quite gentle, quite creative, laid back, and how you're doing, and every now and again you may come into conflict with someone and you can defend yourself, it comes across as being sincere. With people like that they are just got one gear and it's all aggression. And to be honest with you, did you see though when there was about 7 people in the room and then Si came in and no one said a word for about 2 minutes, and everything was just complete silence. That was actually what it proved what it was all about, didn't it?
And the people who was there to have fun and things just left because
it wasn't that. Because the first thing he did, he came on and he attacked me immediately. So I just thought, right, I'm not gonna like rise to it because I didn't want to like be a bitch on Paddy's panel. Thought, well, I'll ignore it, and then everybody just shut up, and I'm like, oh fuck's sake. So it just proves, doesn't it, that I am not the problem in this situation at all. You know?
Yeah.
But you are right. I'm not a confrontational person, but I will go for you if you come for me.
Yeah.
I've no problem with that.
I think the thing was this evening was actually meant to be Paddy coming back after 4 weeks with all the personal things that are going on and putting all that aside and just sort of like supporting him on his first day back. That was all it was meant to be.
Yeah. And so I just wanted to make it toxic.
Yeah.
Like Jay said, you know.
And I believe I was the first one to say, welcome back, Stephen, you know.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I was a bit surprised and, disappointed really that Cool Tools couldn't come on and sort of everyone was there because I thought that was the whole purpose of having that, having his first live and then going on to the Carpacky Kid to be able to have a chat, a laugh and a joke and everything. That's what I thought it was all about. But then it descended into all that sort of chaos.
Yeah.
It's terrible situation.
I think Stephen Ronan said he was coming over here, to be honest with you.
Okay. He can jump up and panel if he wants. I don't mind that.
When we was over there, he's the one who said Vix has started a live. So I just sort of I didn't say anything. I just, when you sort of leave a room backwards and you just quietly slip out the room, and that's what I did. And I just slipped out the room and just came over to try and I saw you was live over here. I was left there and I felt a bit awkward because he'd been attacking me a couple of hours ago and then was trying to engage with me and trying to sort of find some common ground with me. And I thought I felt it a little bit uncomfortable because I thought any minute now he's going to turn again against me. So I thought, well, I can't, I don't know how to deal with it really.
Yeah.
Exactly. Oh, it's some fucking mess, isn't it?
Yeah, well, it just shows you, I brought up that he was talking over while Eddie was singing. And then he goes, "Oh, Eddie, play another song." So Eddie done another good song. So
he always does good songs.
Yeah, he kept quiet. He kept quiet for that song. But then when he's doing another song later, so I was just back to talking over him and that, So,
I'll tell you what. I don't know about any of you, but when Eddie went to play the second song and he didn't give anyone any warning, he went straight into it. I nearly jumped out my chair.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it wasn't right. And this is the next song I'm going to do.
You're a good singer or a bad singer?
Yeah, you just went straight into it, Eddie. And honestly, it made me jump out the chair. I think, oh, blimey, what's going on here? You know what I mean? But it was quite funny because it made me jump. I wasn't ready for it. Huh.
That's the whole point. It is Halloween after all. Trick or treat.
Yeah, it's only the 29th, though, isn't it? Halloween's Monday, isn't it?
Yeah, well, he does things differently. He's Irish. Come on now.
Yeah.
I'd go for hours and fucking.
Oh, I bet you would as well. And I mean singing. Oh, that came out really rude, didn't it? Oh,
Yeah,
fuck
did you?
sake. Oh, bollocks.
Elliot, I just think it's great that you sing, man, because you know it does make people happy, you know.
Well,
People
I mean that's
you
just
sing
the whole purpose, isn't it? I mean, like that. I mean, I just like do my thing. I just like. I mean, I want people to feel good. Like, but I mean that's what music is all about. Like, but like when we listen to music, it can either tear us down or fucking build us up, you know. And
Yeah.
what I want to do is I want to build people up to good things rather than bad things. You know? No, well, I mean, like seriously, I mean, it's like it's like it's the passion that I have for music. Like,
Yeah.
like it makes you feel good.
Yeah,
You know?
we all see that, and we all enjoy that, you know. That's why when you sing, I mute myself so I don't ruin it, you know.
Yeah.
It's exactly what I'm like on the decks. Lanky's the same. I mean, when we're mixing back to back with each other, it's something else because
Yeah,
it looks really funny because he's like 6'6.5" and I'm 5'3". He's just fucking massive. It's just like, whoa.
I think also though, going forward, we're going to need to have more camaraderie and more support in people in general, in groups which people form, because we're going to go through a financial Armageddon in the next couple of years. I think unless something's done to help people, people are going to be very, very negative about everything, in their lives, and they're going to need support. It's a bit like the pandemic. To me, this winter is going to be pandemic Mark II with the financial destruction that's coming our way.
But look, guys. I mean, it's like this.
Right.
Like, I mean, you know how hard this fucking like platform is to build your channel. You know.
It's not you. My ball massive is nicking in between my fingers. It's like shit.
He's getting kinky. But anyway, I mean, you guys not know how hard it is for this like on this platform to build your channel.
Leo, you monkey.
Well, Leo wants attention. He wants to get up. He wants to go out. He wants to walk. He wants some food. You know, he's like, pay attention to me.
Oh, he's had food. He's been eating chicken all morning.
Oh,
it's fine. He just wants to give love to me all the bloody time. Because, like I said, I didn't have the best day yesterday, did I? I mean, I had 8 fucking seizures. I've got the fucking Rona. I'm getting over a chest infection. And then all of this, it's like, oh my God. And I'm still in a good mood. So, Jesus.
Vix, if you don't mind me asking, when you have a seizure, do they vary in degree and time length?
They do, yeah. I mean, Tonkin's been around my gaff after I had one. And I dislocated my ankle, didn't I? It was really bad, wasn't it?
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, you do have a tough time with.
Well, my ankle's like 70 degrees the other way round, and I put it back myself, and I actually put it right back in myself, and actually knocked me out again, putting it back in myself. But
yeah,
Do you get some kind of warning bits, and so that you can make sure you're sitting down?
You know my big dog.
Yeah.
He's a seizure alert dog.
No, what?
Yeah, it's a working dog.
Yeah.
What, you can get dogs that know you're going to have a seizure? How do they know that?
So they can smell it.
Yeah, they smell it because your scent changes.
No, I know about guide dogs and things. I've never heard of this one.
Yeah, he can detect diabetes as well. Yeah.
What?
A sensory guidance dog. That's what they call it.
Well, sorry, what was that, Eddie?
Yeah.
A sensory guidance dog. That's what they call it.
Yeah.
That's
And
amazing.
his percentage rate of getting it right is, I'd say, 98.5%. He's bang on every time. Keeps me safe.
And he can give you up to an hour's warning sometimes, ain't it?
Yeah, it's between 45 and an hour. Yeah.
And when you have a seizure, do you have an inhaler, or do you have to? Can you do it, or do you just have to allow it to take its course?
No, I don't know what the fuck's happening. I mean, somebody videoed it and put it on Facebook, and what a fucking a-hole. But
they haven't come up with anything to stop her seizures and that. Like, she just has to allow it to take its course and then take medication afterwards to help it come around.
No, what I do, because I get like a really strong taste, and I get an aura as well, so I know I take the medication before, so when I actually come round, it's actually working full on, so I'm not in so much pain. If I did it the other way round,
the medication don't stop it, it just eases it.
Okay. Now, I remember many years ago in the early 1980s, a young lad who used to have seizures, and he used to take medication called Tegretol. Have you heard of that? Tegretol.
No.
They were tablets, and he had to, because he used to have a seizure, and he would take these tablets. I don't know whether he'd take them before or after or during, maybe. No, not during, after or something, or before. But he had to take them every day, and if he missed a tablet, then he would definitely get seizures.
I've been put on clorazepam, which made me react, carbamazepine, which made me react, Lyrica, which started to work, and the consultant decided to put me onto something else. He put me onto gabapentin, which does sweet FA. So there you go. And I'm on liquid diazepam for when I have seizures.
Yeah, to calm and soothe the pains and that. When you have your seizures, all your body tenses up and
and so that means it's got a legitimate medical use in this respect, rather than when benzos get abused.
Well, it's hard to abuse the liquid because of the way it's absorbed, because it goes up your back passage, because it starts working within seconds that way. And because I don't get seizures every day, some days I do, some days I don't, but I don't need it when I don't have them. I don't get withdrawal, if you get what I mean. So that's how I know my body's not addicted to it.
For me, I mean, I love this, you see, because now after this live, I come away and I've learned something that I didn't know before. And I love that. I don't know, maybe it's the lifelong thirst for knowledge. Maybe that's why I remember so much stuff. I love learning something new that I didn't know before.
Well, it was mad. It was before St. Paddy's Day, where I managed to dislocate both of my wrists, 3 of my fingers, my right ankle, and nearly my right kneecap. All in the space of a week and a half, wasn't it, Tonkin? It was a right fucking shit show. I was in absolute fucking agony with it, and I couldn't DJ for ages. I couldn't put pressure on my ankle even after I put it in. And, well, Tonkin was on the phone to the out of hours, was it 111, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And that guy was being a right dickhead. He goes, "Oh, I'm going to call an ambulance for you." I said, "I don't need a fucking ambulance." Paramedics got round here, looked at my knee and my ankle and how red and big and all of that it was. And they go, "Look, we think you really need to go and get this checked out. And they turned around and said that I've got a bone infection from having the Rona.
Yeah.
What's the Rona?
Kung flu.
Yeah. The thing we're not supposed to
say.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, I didn't realise. Yes, I know the name that must never be spoken.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's the Voldemort of diseases.
Oh God Almighty! I think we might be over that a little bit now, though, don't you?
Well,
I can't say because I've got it right now.
No,
I meant talking about it and actually, talking about it.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know what the powers that be, as in YouTube and that, really got against it. To be fair, I mean, goodness sake.
Well, I mean, you've now got Elon Musk who's bought Twitter, and he promises to make it more freedom of speech orientated.
You actually believe that bollocks? I don't.
No, I don't believe anything. But, I mean, to be honest, I wouldn't believe them people to tell me the time in a room full of clocks. Because they've got an ulterior motive, haven't they? Sure. They've all got, and they've got a self-interest. So yeah, I mean, I'm very sceptical about all these things, to be honest with you. And I mean, it's the kind of money that none of us can even imagine. He's paid £38 billion for Twitter. I mean, I don't even know what does that look like? What does £38 billion look like? I can't even imagine it.
Yeah, exactly.
I wouldn't want to imagine it. I mean, I wouldn't be able to handle even £1 billion, yet alone 38. Fuck that, no.
I mean, let's be honest. £1 million. I mean, is beyond the reach of most of us, really and truthfully.
£1 million is about a fish tank.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I would certainly sort out a lot of the homeless situation in Ireland and in England if I had that kind of money. That's for darn sure.
Yeah.
Well, also, the Irish government. Okay, the European government decided Google had been cheating on their tax and Apple in Ireland, and they've said that Google have got to give the Irish government €9 billion. And the Irish government said, no, we won't collect it because if we do, they're going to leave Ireland. So now they got away with a tax bill of €9 billion. Is that true?
They have a fucking whole block to themselves. I mean, fuck's sake.
That's true, isn't it, Eddie?
Shit.
Well, I delivered around that fucking area, so I know exactly.
Why is it that these big companies can hold our countries to fucking ransom and get away with that shit? I mean, that's a drop in the ocean to them.
Yeah. And when they say that if you give workers wages, if you give wage rises to workers, it means they got to put the prices up. Well, no, it don't. Why don't you reduce the amount of profits that the company earns?
Exactly.
I mean, I can't understand that. They say, okay, we need to help people in this time of trouble. Well, reduce the amount of profits you take by 20%, and then use that money to help people when they need it the most. I mean, it's not rocket science, is it?
Well, exactly. I mean, I don't agree with the pay rise all the MPs got. I mean, why can't they give that back and give it for the cost of living for the actual normal people?
Exactly.
And all of that. I don't really also the pay rise to doctors either, because they've been sitting on their. I'm going to be blunt as fuck now. I do apologise, but GPs have been sitting on their fucking arses, not seeing patients face to face when they're supposed to. They're not doing their fucking jobs, and they're saying it's all down to the Rona. Why don't you stop being so fucking lazy and do your fucking damn jobs, you assholes? Now rant over.
Yeah, but but also as well, the energy
with the fucking the fucking these fucking secretaries now. I mean, back in the day, you didn't have fucking secretaries. You could go straight into the doctor, and there wouldn't be a damn fucking thing said. But these are saying, oh well, it's like, I mean, they're making up fucking laws and they're saying, oh well, this is a law and that's a fucking law. Get the fuck out of here, will you?
Yeah, and also, Eddie, you're right as well. But the worst people in medical services are the receptionists, because they've got so much power, My God, to try and get an appointment off a receptionist, you've almost got to bribe her, and they've been given this power.
There, yeah.
And the thing is,
That's
as
what I
well,
was talking about the other morning. I remember when we were on Marshall's channel and that, and I literally had an argument with them. But my GP called me back within half an hour speaking to her. So he done his job, granted, but I shouldn't have had to call him in the fucking first place.
Yeah. But the thing is, like, you phone up a secretary for an appointment for your GP, and the secretary goes, "Oh, well, what's the medical condition? What's wrong with you?" And that lot. You're giving out personal medical information to someone who's not qualified to actually make a diagnosis of it now, and she's there deciding, whether it's serious enough or not.
Yeah, I know. When they say to me, "Could you give us an indication of the problem?" I go, "Yeah, I feel terrible." And she said, "What do you mean?" I said, "Well, I just feel terrible. I'd like to see the doctor." She said, "Well, have you got an indication?" I said, "Listen, if I knew what it was, I wouldn't be coming round to see you otherwise." I said, "I just feel really ill." Yeah. And she said, "What can you describe the symptoms?" I said, "Yeah, they're not very nice." And I'll play games with them. And also all of a sudden in the end, they get so desperate, they just give me an appointment. Or I just walk in there and say, "I'd like to see the doctor." "Oh, well," I said, "I'll wait. I don't mind." And then they see you at the end of their thing. I mean, there's always a way around it, but you have to be creative.
Yeah, the thing is, you're telling this receptionist like your personal medical information, which could be really embarrassing, and you know, and they haven't got the confidentiality of the doctors, so they just turn around and say it to the other staff and "Oh yeah, I've just had a call about this guy. He's got this really thing, like, he's got this really water specific place and that lot," and they're laughing about it,
Yeah, I mean, what has happened now is they delegated power and created a whole new level of bureaucracy. When you just ring the receptionist up previously, and they try and get you an appointment, and that really is it. And they're asking questions and doing jobs which they're not really qualified to do, and that's where mistakes get made, and that's where all of a sudden people get frustrated. Receptionists remind me a little bit like traffic wardens. They wanted to be a policeman, but they couldn't, so they become a traffic warden. The receptionist wanted to be a doctor, but they couldn't, so now they're a receptionist. And so all of a sudden they got a little bit of power, and my God, then they wield it.
Well, I can see for sure that there is one lovely receptionist at my
there's always
she never.
You get the nice ones.
She's never confrontational. She knows me, so if I call up and say I need to speak to the doctor, then she knows that I need to speak to. I never call up and say I need it. Oh, Google, you fuck off! Jesus Christ, piss right off, you slag.
Well, things like if you turn around to the receptionist and say, "Look, I need an appointment. It's quite personal, anything and that." They should respect that, not going to, "Well, can you tell me exactly what it is? Because I need to know." They don't need to know.
No, that's right. And I mean, and sometimes, I always like to just try and be honest. And I was having a lot of pain. And the medication I got wasn't easing the pain. So he then said, "We'll try you on these things called tramadol." So I came home, I took 2, and then the next thing I remember, I'm out with a fairy. So the next day, I went. Oh my God! I went into the doctor and I went, "Excuse me," I said, "Can you have these back?" I said, "These are no good for me." And then someone said to me, "Well, you could have sold them." I went, "I don't know what you're talking about." They went, "Well, yeah."
Yeah, you probably could, but
I walked into the doctor and gave them straight back to him. I went, "Listen, these are not for recreational purposes for me to feel gouging and out of my head." I said, "I just want something to stop the pain." They looked at me as if I was stupid. Yeah, I mean, those things. Oh my God, they were weird things. They are. It was almost like like an opioid or heroin or something.
If you feel like that on tramadol, do not take dihydrocodeine because that's even worse.
Well, I only take those when I need them.
Dihydrocodeine isn't normal codeine. It's like the opioid kind of codeine. It's
no. The ones I've got is paracetamol and codeine.
No. Dihydrocodeine is the highest strength codeine you can. I'm highly allergic to it anyway. My God.
Oh, right. I mean these ones. Yeah, these ones are called cocodamol. I don't think they're very strong.
No, you can buy them over the counter. You can't buy dihydrocodone over the counter.
Oh no, these are not. No, the ones. No, the ones that I've got. I mean, I get a big box of them, and I might, and it says I can take a 2-4 times a day, but I've never taken that many. I mean, I'll just take 2 every few days if my side is hurting, I'll take a couple of them. That's it.
Name, they actually call them DF118s.
Oh, I know what they are. Yeah, I remember them from the 80s. Now I took them recreationally to get off my head. But
so you actually know what I'm saying now, that is dihydrocodone.
Ah, DF118, yeah, I know those from the 1980s, yeah. And you take a couple of them and you get all gouchy and sort of like feeling all stoned and all that. Well, I don't want that feeling if I've got a bad side. All I want is something to make me ease the pain in my side.
Yeah, not but I mean, take your high off your head so you...
No, exactly, yeah, exactly. Yeah, if you've got a pain and you want something to take the pain away, you don't want something to make you all feel sort of like gouchy and everything like that, so you forget about the pain. That's that defeats the object, because then the next day I wake up with a thick head, and it takes me 2 days to get over it.
How does it work though with your heart condition? Because I know your heart condition is different to mine. So,
well, whose?
Because you've got COPD, don't you?
Well, that's something to do with my heart. It's my lungs, isn't it?
I thought it's more to do with your heart, isn't it? COPD?
No. COPD is pulmonary. Look, I'll tell you what it is. Years ago,
it goes to the valves of the heart, though, doesn't it? It is all integrated to
that.
Right.
But years ago, did you ever remember when they called it a smoker's cough? A smoker's cough. Right, well, that's what it is. But they've got a fancy new name for it now. At the end of the day, when I grew up, I mean, I'm 58, but when I grew up, right, it was called a smoker's cough. Okay, and now they call it COPD, a fancy name. They've just got a fancy name for smoker's cough. That's what I've got.
Because back in the day, it was only smokers who used to get it, but now because of all the pollution and everything which we're pumping out and that lot, people who don't smoke get COPD now.
Yes.
Because we're breathing in all the dangerous, harmful chemicals that these big companies have been popping out and ruining the planet over, Yeah, so that's why they changed it from smoker's cough to COPD.
I actually got my form of cardiomyopathy from playing sports. Work that one out.
Yeah, well, I'll put it this way: walking around a day in London is just as harmful as smoking 20 cigarettes a day.
Oh, thanks for that, Tom. Can you make me feel a little better?
I'll tell you what, they had that program on the TV where that man was doing the deliveries on his bike with one of them masks and a filter, and after one day it was virtually black, completely black.
Yeah, exactly. That's the way pollution is going. That's why the government are pushing all these ultra low emission zones and all that lot to try and mask it. But it's not going to work.
Well, no, it's not going to work. It's not going to work unless, of course, you get everyone on board, like China and India and all of the nations together. And anyway, climate change is caused by the sun and the sun's things. It's man-made climate change is something that this is my personal opinion. I mean, my personal opinion, I believe it's been manufactured as a way of another agenda. When you get an issue where you get the governments, all the big corporations are all on the same page, I get very, very suspicious personally. That's all I've got to say,
Yeah, no, but the thing is, us man, we are pumping so much dangerous and toxic chemicals into the air system. This planet just can't filter it and survive like it normally used to. Because over hundreds of thousands, million years, there's always been toxic things. Volcanoes erupting and all that gas. Why you have ice ages and that, and dark ages. And that. But the planet will eventually actually repair itself, but it will take a millennia to do it. We're just aggravating the effects of it, We're just making it work.
It reminded me when Al Gore in about 2004 said by 2015 the world will be frying and all this carry on. We nearly got to 2015. He went, oh no, I meant 2025. It's like the joke. The man goes to the doctor and the doctor gives him 6 months to live and he couldn't pay his bills, so he gave him another 6 months. You know,
Yeah.
so you know, there is an element of that, and I'm sure there may be some change going on. But there are certain people that are earning a lot of money out of this climate stuff agenda. Okay, when it's not, you know, I always get suspicious when you get people at the opposite ends of an argument coming together. You sort of think, what's the agenda here? That's you know, that's all I say. You know, you've got these big corporations, you've got the government, you've got the media, are all singing from the same hymn sheet, and it's sort of like, well, I'm a bit suspicious of this.
Yeah, and the thing is, as well, on the opposite side, you've got these big companies actually downplaying the amount of toxic stuff and that we've been doing just to blooming keep themselves running and boost their profits.
But
they
also,
if
you're going to do this. If you're going to do this thing that they say that needs to be done, you need to have all the big polluters in there, all of them. That means America, obviously, but also China and India. You need to have everything, and you know, and you can't give them exemptions. Oh, they're going to start in 2035 and all this sort of carry on. You know, you either all do it or you don't. It's like saying, you know, we want to be half pregnant. You're either going to be pregnant or you're not pregnant. And so if you want to do the climate change agenda, well, you must get everyone on board before you move forward. You can't keep giving exemptions, because then people look at it and think, well, hang on a minute, how serious is this if they get an exemption or if they get an exemption? And that's the problem in the way that they present it, because people resent the fact that India and China are not expected to join in lowering the emissions that the West is meant to be doing. That's a, you know, just a point that I'm making.
Yeah, too right, man. You know,
anyone who think I'm bloody Spotify at this rate? Jesus Christ! Fucking
come on, Vic.
You know, Lanky can't sleep, so he wants one of my mixes to go to sleep to.
Yeah, well, you know, he loves and appreciates your music.
Well, he's pretty good.
So don't you have a proper? So you play your music on this channel, do you, Vix?
No, because if it does, you get blooming struck off.
No, I have done 5 of my own tunes, which are being finished. But my other DJ friend that's talking to me in the chat, he makes tunes as well, and we're going to collaborate on a few of them as well. But no, he's actually talking about other DJs' tunes. I've been DJing for a few years now, and I'm bloody good at it. And I'm not blowing my own trumpet here. I mean, Chunkin and Courtals can vouch for that. They've heard me mix.
Oh, yeah.
And when was the last time that you did any gigs?
I've actually I've been actually offered 2 jobs up near Manny. 500 quid an hour start rate.
Good grief.
Exactly. That's how good I am. I actually got offered a job at the ministry, so yeah.
Ministry of Sound Art.
Yeah. Is that where Pete Tong used to come? Is that Pete Tong? I mean, that's how old I am. Pete Tong, is he in the late 80s, wasn't it? Early 90s.
Not that old. Jesus Christ.
Well, you didn't start DJing until like
No, I didn't start DJing until it's been about. I started 11 years, but I had to stop for quite a lot of time because of my mum. And then I got back to it like in the past year and a half.
Yeah, but you always used to be in the clubbing scene and that up from the late 90s.
Yeah, I used to coach career for raves. Used to dance on stage and that professionally and all that. So yeah, it's all good fun.
Well, Vic, sorry, but I'm going to have to go because I've got a lot to do today and a lot to sort out and get ready for tomorrow because I'm actually working round near Art next week. And is it? Maybe I could come and see Art, eh?
Yeah. You're near Eastbourne, are you?
I'm working Shoreham. So it's only up the road, isn't it?
No, yeah, that's further away. That's you're when they say I lived in Brighton, I live the other way near Eastbourne.
I know. Yeah, I know. You live the other way from Brighton. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, it's not difficult, but I mean, and I still can't believe that Si didn't find out where I live, because people know anyway. And if you've only got to do a couple of clicks in a couple of places, and you'll find out my. And I think Steve, I know he's got my address. Aaron's got my address as well. And so for him not to be able to find me is really stupid.
Well, I just think he was just blowing hot air out of his arse saying that anyway. He didn't actually blooming, extend his holiday just to find you and all that lot. I think he's just, blowing hot air, just to try and get a ride that way.
Oh, thinking where your place is, you're literally round the corner from the seafront, aren't you?
Well, no, I actually live on the beach. I haven't got a garden. I've got the beach.
I put there was sort of a road, and it's sort of like.
Look at my photograph in my profile. I
know your area quite well, because
but if you look beyond my car, that's the beach. That's my garden. I'm standing out the front of my house, and that's what my view is of the sea and my beach.
It doesn't bother me at all. Like I say, you're more the Hastings end than Eastbourne end, aren't you?
Yes.
See, how would I know that if I didn't know the area?
Oh, no, right. Yeah, but I mean, Hastings is about 15 miles, 20 miles from me. So it's between
Eastbourne's a lot further, though, than 15 miles, yeah?
No. Eastbourne to me is about 3, 4, 5 miles.
Well, it depends what part of Eastbourne. Because
yeah.
Big, isn't it, thinking about it? So.
Do you know the Sovereign Marina in Eastbourne?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
Right, about 10 minutes from there. So, and on the beach, 10 minutes from the marina.
Yeah, so it's about 45 minutes from Shoreham.
Oh, probably, might be even more. It's probably about 30, 40 minutes from Brighton. So, I mean, I don't know how long does it take from Shoreham to Brighton? 15, 20 minutes?
It all depends on traffic.
Yeah. Exactly. I mean, so probably an hour from Shoreham.
Yeah. Well, from where I live in North London, 1, 2 in the morning, I used to be able to get down to Brighton in just under an hour.
Well, I think when you get past Newhaven, it's a lot quicker, but you've got to get from Newhaven first, and that's all like really windy roads and all of that.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Berlin Gap. You go to Berlin Gap, and then you come down into Eastbourne, then you go through Eastbourne, and then you go out by the marine, and then you go past, and then all of a sudden you go to Bexhill, and then you go down into Hastings, St Leonard's, then into Hastings.
St Leonard's, Warrior Square, yeah.
Yeah. But it's okay. I mean, it's nice here. I mean, it's very quiet. I mean, it's just a small village.
I actually miss Brighton in a lot of ways. I mean, you can't beat the sea air.
Yeah, I mean, you're up in London now, are you then, Vix?
I am, yeah. I've been in London for quite a while, but I lived in Manny for a couple of years, so that's where the northern twang in my accent comes from.
All right, okay.
And obviously, being born in the West Country, that's where the southern twang more comes from my accent. So that's where people are like, where the fuck is that girl from? Because they can't pinpoint it because of the different twangs in my accent. And then they always say, am I related to Cool Tools? I think someone said in Paddy's earlier on, is that Cool Tools' wife? I think it was that Paulie that said that, actually, your friend Art.
I mean, because I was saying to everyone on my live, I was saying, don't forget Paddy's live tomorrow night. Everyone go over there at 11 o'clock. Well, I was asleep, and I woke up, and I got up at 10:30. I set the alarm. And when I came down, he'd started early, hadn't he?
I was going to ask, who on earth is that? Is it Zoe person?
Oh God, goodness knows. I really don't know. She starts off nice, then she gets more progressively worse. And I had to block her the other day, and then I gave her a second chance, and she's come back, and she's been borderline ever since. But now certain people are saying they believe it's Si. I don't, because I don't believe he would write comments the way she does. I don't believe he's confident enough to write lengthy comment.
I'm telling you now, because I was like watching Paddy's chat. I mean, I wasn't typing too much, but like on his main channel, she was actually slagging off his guests that were on the panel in his main channel. You don't do that to people. You respect the panel.
Oh my God, yeah, I know. Yeah, the thing was tonight, Vix. This is funny, right? I've been hidden from that the main channel, and Paddy hadn't unhidden me, and so I was trying to get on there to make a comment to tell everyone to sort of behave themselves, but I couldn't get on, and so after he ended that and he started the second one, or after Stoney left,
Yeah,
that's when he
about Stoney that she was talking about, saying he was a boring C.
Oh my God! Yeah. So when he left there and went over to Karpaki, he said, "Okay, I'll have to unhide you from the other channel," and so that's what he did on the Karpaki one. I still don't know whether I'm still hidden on the on his main channel. I mean, I'm sure he'll just sort it out when he goes over there. But again, it was meant to just be a sort of neutral evening to offer support to Paddy for coming back, and with all the personal things he's going through, and it sort of devolved into all that kind of nonsense, and it makes you wonder what the agenda was. It's absurd. It almost was like attention seeking in some respects.
Well, that's for you. The attention has to be all around him. If it's nothing he wants to be involved in, he will talk over and he will just bully people until
I've got plenty of proof of it on my own channel alone, yet alone other people's, and he would come over on mine and he would sort of like say, "Oh, can you hear me? Have I been blocked? This, that, and the other." Talk over people, and it's just like, oh, for goodness sake.
Yeah, that was just drawing attention to himself, where he could just sit back, let the conversation go, and that, and then when that calms down, then he could bring up a conversation which he could be interested in. That he has no respect for others at all.
Well, it reminds me of, you get a relative in all families that they say, "Oh, she's like that auntie so and so or uncle so and so," and they get away with bad behaviour. And then they keep getting away with it. And at some stage, most people go, "I've had enough of this. I can't stand it anymore. Just leave me out." And they walk away. But we all know a family member who's rude, who's arrogant, okay, who's obnoxious, okay, and who's, destructive. And it's, "Oh, yeah, well, that's what he's like," but no, it shouldn't be like that. And it's because they get away with it for so many years that all of a sudden it becomes the norm, and then people start to apologise for the behaviour of someone else, which Steve ended up doing this evening, and it made he was in a difficult position.
Yeah, that's because the thing is with people like that, people go along with them and because they don't want to upset them and then start turning on them,
Mm.
Yeah, but
they let them get away with it, and that because they think, "Oh yeah, I'm letting them get away with it, so he won't start doing it to me."
Yeah, I mean, look, we all talk about censorship and freedom of speech.
Hey, AJ.
But there is no freedom to be destructive, freedom to be rude, freedom to be freedom to divide people, or freedom to be argumentative. That's not part of it. Freedom of speech means that you can have an opinion about something. It doesn't mean you've got the freedom to be a pain in the arse. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. You haven't got the freedom to be aggressive, and make up blooming lies and bullshit and turn people against people and that lot. Just to blooming to see relevance. Stupid. I hate them. Freedom of speech so you can address your government for your concerns and that lot. You don't not going around and attacking people personally and just
freedom of speech. That's funny.
Yeah.
For me, freedom of speech is that I believe this about this this subject or this issue. Someone says, "Well, I believe that," and you talk amongst yourselves and maybe can find some common ground. That's what freedom of speech is. Doesn't give you the freedom to scream at someone, "I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that." Well, there are laws against that. you know, you know that. I mean, that's the difference. And unfortunately, in society, bullies have prospered for too long, in my mind.
Exactly.
Excuse me for 1 minute. I'm just going to use the bathroom.
That's all right. You do what you need to do, sweetheart.
Yeah.
We're not
Well,
going to make you hold it or anything, you know.
No. It's just like that.
Oh, I'm glad you like the sound of it. That's cool. At least it come across good, and it is the right one, obviously. Then, so I'm half asleep. But I'm not that tired, but I just think my body's just like I don't know.
It's wiped you out again, you know.
Oh no, but it's cool.
Well, Vix, I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to go because I've got an awful lot to do today and get sorted out. And I'll maybe get in touch with you like later this afternoon or evening.
All right.
You won't be sorry, mate. That's
Yeah.
pull
Well,
up
you take
because I was overheating.
you take care, everyone, and you know, just treat the way I see it. You know, treat people with respect, the way you want to be treated, and be calm and happy.
I know,
No
brother, I'll
negative.
expect that Mackie D's you're ordering
I
now.
know.
Sorry.
And Tomkin,
Burger King.
I'll just leave you with this, like on your way out. I'll just say, like, if you can't be good, be careful. If you can't be careful, wear an umbrella.
Yeah, man. Damn right.
And I'll expect that Burger King to arrive anytime, all right, mate?
All right. You take it. You take care, everyone. Have a good
Take
one.
care. Tomkin.
Thanks, brother, yeah? Bye. I was overheating. It's never done that, this phone, Vix. It's got hot, but it's never told me to, you know, stop it because it's overheated.
I don't want to know what you've done to it.
Didn't yours burst into flame on it, one of yours?
No. On my iPhone, StreamYard's with the motherboard. Hey, Clint.
Yeah, I don't know.
How's you
Anyway.
and Matt today?
Now then, Matty, AJ Audits, Clint, Shay, everybody here, Lanky. What you doing, brother?
He's gone to bed listening to my music.
Has he? Oh, bloody hell, lucky him.
He likes it when I mix psytrance, so I'm pretty good at mixing psytrance.
And right, is he? I didn't know that.
Yes.
Well, Lanky will be making Lanky tents then, yeah?
What I have to do, obviously, when my ankle's a bit better, is get everyone over to Discord and we can have like a mad party over there. And we get Lanky to jump on as well because it probably come around my gaff and as well, and have a bit of a DJ sesh. So I do know quite a lot of DJs.
I want to
as
get
well,
right, and I'll do one as well.
Oh, you want to blow up my decks, do you, Marshall?
Either that, or I'll get a controller.
Well, I've already got one. You can use my Serato, can't you?
No, but I'm saying if I'm not down there, I can get a controller up here like I was going to do anyway.
Yeah, but it's a lot. To actually mix using a laptop fully, I don't know.
No, a controller is basically 2 decks mixer and Serato built in.
Yeah, you can do it like that, but that would take up a lot of fucking room in the room you've got.
Not really.
Oh, it would.
I've been looking into it. It ain't that bad.
No,
I'm having a move around anyway.
A decent bit of kit would cost you, with built-in a decent Serato, if it's 4-channel, would be about, and a decent make of a controller as well. Would it be about £1,500, I'd say, easily. And then you've got speakers and that on top, and then you'd have to get
I've got all that.
you'd have to get a decent amp and all of that.
Got all that.
Decent headphones.
Got all that.
Are you telling me you got DJ headphones?
Well, not modern ones, but I've got some.
It's better to have DJ ones.
Modern ones, yeah. I ain't got digital like the latest
No.
ones. No.
No, well, mine aren't digital. I've got Sony's on.
Well, I'd look into them bits, but they're not a huge issue.
A couple of £100 for a pair of
The
headphones.
music that's bothering me.
Mm.
You know, it should be easier to get the music than it used to be, but it's almost as if the music's a bit that bothers me. Am I going to get all my classics? And
Is that right? Right. Nancy Pelosi's husband got attacked by an illegal. Oh, Jesus. Saying
about
that.
time.
I don't know what channel it was on. It might have been on We Got a Problem or something like that. And a young guy got off the beach in Dover and went over to this poor lady's house. She literally opened the back door to let her dog out. And he actually came in her gaff and he said, I want you to drive me up to Manchester or London. He demanded it, and she said, look, I can't. And he goes, oh, I need to use your phone right now. She went up to her bedroom to try and find her phone without permission. I mean, what kind of shit is that? So a next door neighbour saw that she was in trouble, called the old Bill, and the old Bill came round to her gaff, and they turned around and said that they haven't broken any laws. I mean, I thought going into someone's gaff without permission is a crime. Or have I missed the point?
No, it should be. But yeah, they probably didn't want to do the paperwork.
Discord is like I have my own server, so it's like a lot of people have it. It's like a chat room, but you can watch films in there if you want. You can have loads of people chatting. You can play music in there. You can talk to people privately whilst all these things are going on. You can have hundreds of people in there. It can turn crazy, but it's good. It's all good fun.
Yeah, it's an advanced version of WhatsApp, basically.
Oh, very advanced version of WhatsApp. But if I open my Discord to let loads of people on it, then I'd have to monitor it very carefully, and that's going to be a lot of work for me.
Yeah, I imagine so.
Yeah.
I didn't know you could let all them people in at once.
Oh, yeah, you can.
There you go.
Well, people go into Discord, my Discord, now that people that I've invited in there can go in there anytime they want. Have you got your fan on, Marshall? Because it's really loud.
Yeah, I've had to because of the heat.
I just thought I'd ask.
I'm going to turn it off now and see how I get on because I took the charger out. So.
Oh, that's better. Oh, wow, that's well loud.
Thing is, I'm so surprised how hot the phone was. It was nearly on fire.
Cold calls.
I was waiting for it to burst into flames.
My ears are better now. Jesus.
It told me. Yeah. That it was
Marshall,
about to
I'm nearly on fire. Well,
much, yeah. Never had that.
You're trying to tell you something there.
Sorry, cold calls. Can I just say thank you? I've only just noticed that you joined my thing as a member yesterday. Thank you very much for that. I do appreciate it, honestly. I really do.
No problem.
And do you feel a bit better?
Yours. Pardon?
Yeah, do you feel a little bit better, or are you still feeling under the weather?
No, just a bit iffy. Just got a throbbing. It's gone a bit duller, but it's not great.
Yeah, that's the thing. Cause
Is what it is, isn't it? It's eased up a wee bit. I couldn't fucking hardly talk before.
Yeah, but
It was bad, but it's
your
not too. It's
mobility's
got a
not
little bit
that
better.
good yet. That's probably why as well.
Mm.
As soon as
Mind you,
Well,
you got to like
Is what it is,
you got to be like in your chair a lot more and to transfer a
well,
lot more.
yeah, I
And all of
suppose.
that.
Don't worry about that. We'll sort it out.
Well, I know what I'm
It's
talking
eased off
about
anyway.
here.
Yeah, I know.
No, I don't. I know I haven't got. I've got both my legs, but there's been times where I haven't been able to use my legs, so I can understand it. You know, I'm just saying.
I know.
Let's
There
leave
are
it that. Let's leave it that, please.
Yeah, there are days when I've been sitting in the chair a lot, and even when I stand up, I'll get breathless. Even taking several steps forward, I start to get breathless. Other days, I might be a little bit better, and you just have to try and just get on with it and adapt yourself. I mean, to that, your voice sounds a lot better though, Vix.
Yeah, I know. I've been coughing up loads of dark green stuff.
Oh,
It's disgusting, but hey, I took some more glycerin pastels, so it's all cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I can't take over the counter shit because I'm highly allergic to a lot of stuff. So because of the codeine issue, and I can't take aspirin or paracetamol either. It's just loads of things I can't take. So when I get a bad chest or sore throat, I mean, I can only take one lot of antibiotics. I'm allergic to the rest, which I found out the hard way. And they don't really like to give that to me unless I'm really desperate, which for obvious reasons. So when I get like really bad, like with my voice and that, I just go into Boots and they've got boxes of glycerin pastels, which work quite well. They've got no drugs in it at all, but can't complain. But Eddie and Marshall can attest to how good it's actually made my voice. I mean, I'll probably go croak again because I've run out again, but I'll probably go croak again tomorrow for a little while until a lot more suppliers come, because Boots have got this stupid policy where you can only order 6 boxes at a time, and the boxes are really small, which I don't understand because it's got no effing drugs in it. I mean,
I bet it could be rendered down for something else.
Mm-hmm.
I reckon
Something like that. That's what it'll be.
No, I reckon it's because they can make more money out of you for postage and shit like that, you know.
Maybe, but you know, often there's a reason that a chemist would only know, you know, like a chemicals guy.
No, I actually asked the. I mean, yeah, glycerin can be used to make bombs and shit, but not the actual stuff that. I mean, I'd have to buy a hell of a lot for that, and no, they wouldn't be able to sell it, and it doesn't. I used to buy it like boxes of 20 at a time. I mean, and they're actually fine if you buy it in the shop. But online, you can't order more than 6 at a time. Stupid. But because I have Rona, so I'm not allowed to go to the shop and get it, you know?
Yeah, but I mean, I think all these things are just little things to get you into the kind of used to the idea that there's regulation and you're not allowed to have this, and it's, you know, rule following, you know, for no reason. You know, I mean,
I actually held them up and I said, look, what the hell is going on here? And she said, oh, it's on my system that you can only have 6 at a time. And I said, well, I only tried to order 5 boxes and it wouldn't go through. And she said, I'll put it in through you now. I said, but whilst you're on the phone, this is before she told me about the 6. I said, well, can you actually put in a bigger order? Because as you can hear, I sound absolutely awful. And I'm not allowed to leave the house because I'm isolating. And she said, look, I really can't. But last year I could order that many. So why has it changed in a year? It's bollocks, in my opinion. I don't get it.
I don't.
That's all right, Eddie. You do what you need to do in it. Like I said, I wasn't even like going to go live today, but this is like a protest live, you know.
Are you off, Eddie? Yeah. Eddie?
Yeah, he put it in the chat. Yeah.
Oh,
Well, he's
gone.
been up all night, isn't he?
Yeah, me too. Here we go.
Oh, Jesus
Oh
Christ!
no, am I doing it again? Sorry, I put it on. I forgot, didn't
Taking
I? I put it on.
statements.
Sorry, I put it on.
Oh, that just gave me flashbacks of the other day. Oh, it's whacking off again. I mean, I know some people use two fingers to type, but that is just like, wow, okay.
It's crucifying it, like, innit?
Crucifying it? Jesus Christ. I mean, honestly, guys, what did that sound like in the chat when you could hear that banging? Because that was art typing. I mean, for goodness sake. I've heard of anger management, but using your keyboard for it's a bit much, isn't it? or you could like think of your ex-bird whilst you're typing saying, "You fucking bitch," and start going crazy. But hey, I don't know. I'm just thinking outside the box. Yeah. What arts? I just called him Eddie. Oops. Sorry, Eddie. As if art sounds like bloody Eddie. I mean, no, their accents are completely fucking different. Different countries, different accents. I'm just fucking. Oh, I don't know. It's Rice's fault for mentioning fucking pistachios. You can come up, guys, if you want. I don't mind Yanks on my panel. I will tolerate you. I don't mind Americans on here. Someone's got to deal with you guys eventually. Why not now? You know. So what have you got on the agenda today? So, you never guess who just tried to come in here? Cheeky fuck.
Who?
One person I wouldn't allow in my channel again. Why on earth would I have that alcoholic shit on my channel?
I don't know, he might want an answer from you.
Well, the fact that we all got booted from Paddy's because of him being a dick, he wants to come and ruin my fucking channel now. No, you can fuck right off and kiss my ass. He's a cunt. No, you don't have to pay, Rice. No, you're fine. I just thought that's a little bit fucking cheeky, innit? You know, you have the audacity to do that on a live, and then you want to come up on my channel where you're actually blocked and banned. Yeah, as if I'm like that stupid. No. I mean, possibly if he was sober, but no, he'd be a lot more fucking drunk. No. Hey, Guru, you right?
Have I missed something when I went away? Vix has what's happened then? Has Sai tried to come on?
Yeah, he did. Yeah. No.
How?
I basically said no fucking chance. You can fuck right off.
What happened? Was he in the back? Was he in backstage?
Yeah, he tried to come in, and I just booted him immediately.
Oh, that's that's entirely up to you. Yeah, of course. I mean, it's your channel.
Well, we're all in here having a chilled out one. Why would I want that cunt in my channel?
Well, I mean, to be honest with you, I mean, he'd probably be a bit more 3 parts to the wind by now as well. I mean, I don't know, but you know, if he was quite inebriated a few hours ago and he's still awake, he may be a bit more. I don't know.
Well, you actually heard how fucking nasty and moody was to me. And no way is he coming in my bloody channel and doing it. No, I'm sorry, but I'm not. No, I'm not having it. I mean, he actually has the cheek to say to Marshall that the man with no arms and legs. Oh, it's just fuck's sake. Oh, I just cannot believe. I know, Eddie. It's a bit cheeky, isn't it? But I thought I was hallucinating for a minute. But hey. Hang on, Eddie. Oh dear. I'm fucking multitasking galore here. This is like nuts. I wish my dog had calmed down a bit. He's dreaming with his paws in the air. He keeps on kicking me up the arse. He's just putting me right off, so I'm trying to move him over. He's still working. I've got a cat on just above me head. Her paws keep on coming down over me head, so I can't see. I've got a dog kicking me up the arse. Si's trying to fucking come in here on a backstage. It's like, oh, will you fuck right off? Oh my God. It's like God having a bubble with me today or what?
Ain't it like that?
Oh my God, someone's trying to test my patience today. I mean, I've got a patience of a saint normally, but fuck's sake. Oh dear. Well, at least I've rolled my dog over so his paws won't kick me up the arse. I just hope he don't jump up because I'm going to end up flying. This is the thing, my dog weighs nearly as much as I do, so when he like knocks into me, it really does hurt. I mean, I'd actually feel sorry for a guy that came round here because he'd probably do it and catch you in the balls or something. Oh, I hope not, Shay. I really... Because that'd just make my day, wouldn't it? Fuck's sake. No, that's one thing in here I do not like is people being... I don't mind people having a laugh. And I don't mind banter and all that. But when it's targeted at people, that's what pisses me off. And I won't have that. Because that's bullying. I don't like bullies. I think bullies are small-minded idiots. That's just my opinion. I don't know what you guys think about that, but...
Most definitely.
Well, I've always been that way, and I'm Marshall. If people start getting like that, then I won't tolerate it at all. You either get me like really on a bad one, and I'll fucking come for you to the jugular, or I just kick you out of here because I just cannot be bothered with tolerating that bullshit. But I'm not in a bad mood particularly, so. Oh dear. I mean, Marshall, what do you think if I'd have actually let him in here? I mean, for one, you would have probably had a go.
Probably, but not feeling the best.
Well, no, and then it's also trusting him to behave on here as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
And after his performance today, you two are being very quiet.
I am. I'm just absolutely wasted it. And just a little bit of problem going on.
Yeah, I've just been skirting around. I'm getting a nod on, so I think I might need to go to bed and get some sleep. So
I'm thinking the same, mate. I'm thinking
Yeah.
the same.
do you know,
Come on, Rights. And Rights, and new guru. Come on, you do panels. Just come up for half an hour with her. I'm sure she'll have enough by then.
Oh, what happened there then?
I didn't boot him, by the way.
No, that does happen. Yeah, I'm feeling a bit tired now, Vix. I'll probably be on later on this evening. I was thinking of maybe having a couple of days off of doing lives and then go back live again Monday.
I think this is the thing, because I mean I've been doing like panels now for over a year, and I think if you go on too often, you'll burn yourself out.
I need to. Yeah, what I want to do is just go to sleep and just sleep until I naturally want to get up because I've had a good long sleep, and that's what I'm looking to do. And so that's what I'm going to do now. You know, just try and get it. Get a good long sleep in, and then get up. So I'll speak to you soon, guys. Thanks very much. We'll have a chat soon, eh?
Don't promise anyone anything. And then if you do wake up and fancy doing one, the option's there, isn't it, mate?
Yeah. I'll see how I feel later. But I was
don't promise anyone anything, and you never know. You might really wake up and can't go back to sleep.
Well, you did actually say earlier on, didn't you, that you weren't feeling yourself either, didn't you? Or did I hear that wrong?
Well, I was just I was just no, I'm just tired. I think I just need a proper good sleep and then get up sort of naturally, rather than grabbing 3, 4, 5 hours at really stupid times. I just need to sleep it out. I mean, so maybe, you're right, Cool Tools. If I get up and feel like doing another one, I will. If not, I'll maybe leave it till tomorrow. It's Sunday, and something like, oh dear, he keeps going, doesn't he? Okay, all right then, Vix. I'll see you soon. And tell Cool Tools, see you soon. See you later. Bye.
Take care. All right, bye.
Take care. Oh, what a fucking day.
I think I've had enough, Vix. Is anyone going to come up? I'll listen for another half an hour, but I can't. Honestly, I'm no company. I ain't, Vix. I've honestly got my eyes shut and everything.
Sometimes that's the best way to do lives, when you sort of like that.
You've done 2 hours, though.
I know. It's just that I wasn't even expecting it if I can go live at all. I wasn't even expecting to jump on Steve's, but I thought I would.
So it's substantial, you know what I mean? It ain't like you've been here bloody half an hour. It's flu, isn't it?
Well, that's really. Well, so I've got Rona, so it's not like if I was feeling normal, it'd be a bit different, but I'm not. So I've done well. The fact I've got my voice sort of back, it's still a bit sore, but it's better than it was. I don't sound like Darth Vader so much, or Doc Cotton, or whatever people are calling me. It's just pretty mad, isn't it? You know?
Yeah, I'm gonna get my head down then. So night, sweetie.
All right.
Night chat. I'll talk to you this evening. Talk to
Right.
everyone later. Thanks for coming, and you know, it's been good. Night, AJ Audits. Right, you're on your last 10 seconds. Everyone here, you've got 10, 9, 8, 7
Oh, you
to
don't
get
have
on for VIX.
You don't. No. It's, for goodness sake, I can hold my own. I'm a professional.
I know you
at
can,
this.
but I was just saying, it'd be nice to get someone on with you. But
I
anyway,
don't. I do not mind. For goodness sake.
all right, I'm away, sweetie. Yeah.
Oh my god, my dog's now scratching, and I'm getting a bloody dog's leg up my side.
Take care, yeah.
Will do.
All right, bye.
Hope you get better. What do you mean? You don't have a clue how to get up on a panel or talk on a live, or what are you getting at? That's not me having a dig. That's just a genuine question. Something, if you're not used to me, I am very blunt and direct, and I'm trying to get better with it. But the fact that I've had no sleep and I'm not feeling myself either, so I'm more blunter than normal. But there is nothing much to jumping on a StreamYard panel, really. I mean, some people can talk to people, others can't. I mean, so I don't have a rule on there. You don't have to have your camera on. I'm not strict with it, because of the fact I normally talk to a lot of veterans and people with PTSD and people that have like mental health conditions and stuff. So I don't have that rule over here. So I'm a lot more placid with that, really. So people don't have to worry so much about it and all that, you know. Oh, I will do. I'll get some rest soon, but I'm gonna wind down a bit first. I've got to like calm down a bit first, because I was near enough there, and then when that idiot tried to come in, I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" So, I mean, some people have some effing nerve, don't they, guys? I mean, shit. I mean, it's very lucky that I'm quite a placid person in that way, because otherwise, I could have just let him up and ripped him a new arsehole and then just booted him off with a sheer elevator to be a bitch, but I'm not like that. I'm sure you guys wouldn't want to hear it either, you know? Oh, your daughter helped you. Nice. You right, Rice?
You're by yourself. Good. Nobody knows we're here.
Oh, well, I'm not doing a backstage or anything, right? No.
Okay.
There's a few people in here, you know.
I got to take off then. How you doing, DJ?
Oh, it's been a bit of a mad one. I mean, we were, because you know Paddy, don't you? He came back after a month's break. We were all over there on the joint channel having a reasonable time, and Paddy takes a phone call, and because Sai has powers on the channel, like to control the channel, and that when Steve's not around, he just booted everyone off the panel to be an idiot.
Wow.
He was slating people left and right, starting arguments with people for no fucking reason. And Paddy kept on telling him to knock it off. He's just coming back and ignoring. And I'm like, oh, goodness me. And it's everyone else's fault but his, you know?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So why can't people take responsibility for their fucking actions?
All I can tell you, he's just a stone drunk. He can't handle his booze, you know?
Well, yeah, I get it, but...
You gotta stop that sauce.
Well, see, I wouldn't mind if it was like once or twice or whatever, but it's every single bloody time he comes on the internet, he acts like a right cunt. Excuse me, I'm using the C word now, but I'm slightly irritated.
No, I can understand that. Was he trying to get up to her today? Is that what the idea was?
Yeah, he knows he's blocked from my channel.
Trying to cause trouble with your channel again.
Well, it wouldn't be the first time now, but I just thought, no, it's nice and chilled out over here. Why on earth would I let him up here when he's been attacking Cool Tools again? He was attacking Art as well earlier. Myself, he was saying some really horrible things too, and all of that. It's just like, what the fuck?
He's going to be a lonely man on YouTube, talking to himself, you know.
Well, I've been trying to like be in a more forgiving mood with people like recently and that, but he's just gone way over the line, and he just do it again and again and again, and that is just, fool me once, you know that saying.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Yeah, I do.
I'm no fucking idiot, and I mean, if people want to put up with him on their channels, that's their prerogative, but I shouldn't have to have it on my own. Especially when I have a monetized channel, you know? And no. I've worked hard on my channel. You know, it's a charitable one for the homeless and for the veterans. So, any money I make from my channel goes to them. So why would I have any idiot destroy it through him controlling himself? You know what I'm saying?
No, I do. I honestly do. I do. Believe me, I went through it. Remember? Wow. What up?
I haven't got a problem with people like drinking and stuff like that. Don't get me wrong. But what I do have a problem with is when people do it and then they start acting the prat and people act the prat when they're drunk, sure, but when they're doing it to be bitchy and turn it in a way where it's gonna just make people just go crazy again, I'm not about that, and I don't want drama on my channel. I mean, otherwise, if I wanted drama, I'd go on Exposure TV and be like them fucking morons, or Cesspit or something like that. And I'm not into that. I mean, I have never been on Exposure TV. He can fucking suck my big toe. Cesspit, fuck right off with that. I mean, nah. Yeah, it'd be a lot easier if I let my channel be like that, but no. I've got morals and I've got good moral fibre and all of that, and I'm not having that in here. I want a place for people to come where they can just chill out, have a laugh, and not have to worry about what they do or say in here. Because I don't go around blocking people for the sheer hell of it. People don't get timed out in here really either, unless you do something really bad.
You did right. You kicked him out. That's good.
Oh, I didn't even let him up here. Why should I?
Good. That's the way to do it. You'll get the idea eventually. You'll get tired of it.
Why over on Paddy's? I was even talking to Stephen Ronan. I mean, yeah, we've got some things to sort out in private. I'm not doing it online because that's our business, and we will sort it. But I was talking to him fine. We were having a laugh together. I don't mind that because our thing wasn't as bad, and it will get sorted. I've no doubt about it. But I didn't want to do that on Paddy's. That wouldn't be fair on Paddy now, would it?
No, it would not. No.
Oh, Eddie's back. Hello.
Known each other for a long time.
All right, guys.
You're right.
Hey.
I couldn't believe he tried that on. Jesus.
Unbelievable. Like, I mean, what Shay is saying in the comments.
Yeah.
Like 100%. Like, like he did attack everyone. Like he attacked me, he attacked DJ, he attacked Kills and Art. Like Art was the first victim that he went after,
Yeah.
And then he went after the rest of us.
Well, and Rosie as well.
then eventually what happened was like he fucking like he basically kicked Vix off the panel, as well as the Tompkin. And like, I mean, they were trying to calm the situation down, but I mean, he kept going and he kept going and he kept going and he kept going. It was just it was ridiculous, you know. Like you couldn't have any lie over him, like, and then fucking Steve fucked off, you know. Like I don't know where he went. Like he went off to fucking chat with his mate or like his Mexican friend or whatever. But
yeah, Kennedy, not nice guy, Kennedy.
I mean, I've great respect for like Stephen, you know, and like
That's exactly why I didn't have a row with him on Steve's channel. I zipped it.
We all like fucking Stephen, you know, but at the same time, like he allows Soy to fucking toxicify the the life, and it's not fair on the rest of us. Like we're trying to fucking like have a bit of banter, have a few laughs, play music or whatever the case may be, you know.
Well, the bad thing about it is DJ's not invicted person. She doesn't, you know, she doesn't do that shit. You know, she's a good person. DJ is.
I know that. I mean, that goes without saying. I mean, Jesus. I mean, it's like, I mean, like I wish there was more fucking like people like Vix out there, and like, I mean, like what she's done for me and like many others. I mean, like those that fucking actually appreciate what she's doing for people. I mean, it's like, it's just
I was brought up the right way. Put it
incredible.
Yes, you were. Yes, you were.
My mum did a good job.
I mean, every credit, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're proud of you, DJ.
I'm just glad in a way I did not blow up, because I could have easily done that. But I just thought, what is the effing point? Because that's exactly what he wants out of me at the end of the day. He wants me to look like a mad fool, and I'm not.
Then you lose your voice, then you're going to be all torqued up again. Yeah, you don't want to do that.
Well, like I said, my voice will probably go croaky again. That's what it normally does for a little bit, but it's on the right path. I mean, I did sound terrible for ages, and I was doing a good impression of Darth Vader for quite a while, but it's all good.
Could you excuse me just for I'll be right back? I want to get a hold of Frosty if he's up. I'll be right back.
All right, you can do what you like, you know.
Poor man getting him out of bed.
You're all going to be in deep trouble.
Oi, you Lee, get out of the fucking bed, you moron.
Right back.
All right.
Jesus.
Well, yes, that's one way of putting it, isn't it? Fuck's sake. But, no, I get you, but you know, my friend Lanky wasn't messing around. He would fucking go down there and find him.
Yeah.
It's like he's just one of my DJ brothers. I mean, I do have 10 others, so
I wouldn't. I tell you, it wouldn't be a situation like fucking what Soy did. Like go down to a place and they get fucking lost.
no. Well, the fact is, I mean, say for example, that because
that was hilarious.
well, the fact that he's actually moved up to London now, he's not in Manny anymore. He's actually in London full time. So are all my DJ brothers. So they would probably mention it to my ex-husband as well, which is very protective of me too. The fact that half my family live like a few miles away from Si's front door, so my DJ brothers will probably go down and pick up my male relatives and go round to Si. There'd be about 45 of them and kick his fucking door in.
And they know exactly where he lives.
Well, that it wouldn't take much to find out, because one of my relatives works for customs and revenue and all of that. He pays taxes. He could find him easily. Just saying. So yeah. And another one of my relatives is a police officer. Very smart, Si. So if you want to fucking go down that path, I mean, I'm not a grass, but if he watches my channel and sees what a cunt you've been to me like, what I can't stop my relatives watching my channel now, can I? So I'm not going to say to my relatives, go round to your house and cause you grief, but you carry on, and it's not going to take much for like friends of mine and relatives of mine to maybe come across my channel, which my son watches it as well, by the way. And he's in touch with my family, obviously. I mean, my son is basically big enough and tough enough to kick in your door and give you a smack in the gob himself. And he's got a really foul temper on him. So, not that I advocate violence, but he would not listen to me in that respect because he's protective of his mum, you know? It's crazy. I mean, if I thought it would do any good and it would make any difference, I mean, all it would do is give them a criminal record, and I don't want that. Can find the closest offie. Oh, Jesus. Actually, I can probably get him banned from all the local pubs and offies in the area. Then what would he do? He'd have to like go 50 miles either side of his gaff to find somewhere he can buy a booze from. Because my uncle's quite well off, so bribery's a bitch, isn't it?
Yeah, show his face to the nearest fucking news agency. Listen, ban this man from fucking getting any drink. cut off his supply.
Could you imagine though what it'd be like without any drink?
Oh, he'd be like a fucking demon. I tell you, he'd be like a fucking demon.
He's like a demon now, but shit.
I know.
It would be like the worst girlfriend possible on PMT 24/7. Whoa. Well, lucky I don't get any of that, but not that I'm menopausal or anything. That came out a bit wrong, but
menopausal?
No,
What?
I'm far from it, but no. I don't get PMT. That's what I meant. Fucking hell. I don't get bitchy like that. No different, really. Haley, you all right? Jump
Frosty.
up. This is a pistachio-free zone, you rude git.
Yeah, we have plenty of pistachios here.
Yeah, there'd be no hard Mickeys on my channel if you don't mind. And I could have gone blunter, but I thought no, that's.
I don't think you can get any blunter than that.
Oh yeah, well I could have actually.
Hard Mickeys, yeah, that'll.
Having, I could say no massive cocks on my channel, couldn't I? Or
yeah, I mean, like,
sorry, along those kinds of
lines. You're kind of going in deeper now.
Yes, I could get blunters. Is what I'm saying. You know.
I know.
You see, you're laying down the gauntlet to say I can't get blunter than that, and I'm saying yes, I fucking well can.
Fair enough.
Touche.
I
have the best of both worlds. I'm half British and half Irish, so fucking hell. You're fucked.
Touche. That's all I would say.
How are you, darling?
Good. How's it going, gang?
Not bad. It's been a bit of a mad morning. Well, Eddie will explain it to you because I think my brain's about to fall out my arsehole.
Yeah, basically, our good friend Soy, he was at it again, and he was like calling everyone up on panel, like all the names under the sun, and then he eventually kicked not only Vix but Tompkin off the panel, and started lying about it. You know, so that's kind of in short of what happened earlier.
Wow. What's
It was abhorrent behaviour on Soy's part, and
kind of went off the rails, huh?
Yeah, it was bad. And this was on an American Friends channel. You just had a month off YouTube as well, and I don't think you've ever met Paddy, because I know Rights has, but you haven't. But he's a lovely, gentle guy, and I wish he'd have more of a fucking backbone. He's supposed to be part Irish, isn't he? It must be well hidden, because I don't feel that.
He's not right. He's the other fucking side of our Irish. Fucking, he's Ivory Coast.
Okay, like that, is it?
A bit submissive.
Well, you would think, though, with where he lives in Texas, that it would harden you up a little bit, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what Houston's like, but because of the gun.
Well, to be fair, he was on the phone, you know. So I mean, you know.
No. I mean in general. I don't mean. I just wish he'd grow some balls. I know he probably has them already. You know what I'm saying? I don't mean it in a nasty way, but it doesn't mean to say you have to be a dick about it. But when people are blatantly trying to ruin what you've built up, I mean, he's got like over 20,000 subscribers, which is pretty good. He's worked on his channel for 3 years, so when you've done all of that hard work and you've got an idiot on there which is slowly destroying your channel, and he's sitting there basically saying, I really love this person. Now, if Si really loved Paddy, he wouldn't be acting the fool on both of his channels, you know?
Unless he wanted him to.
No, I don't see Paddy doing that. I mean,
well, that'd be the only explanation other than, I mean, why would he just sit there? I mean, I don't know. I wasn't there, but, you know, I don't run a channel, so I don't have that experience.
Yeah.
But I can tell you a story about Texas. You get a better idea. Yeah,
I do Texas Rangers, all them.
There's this lady. She has a car accident out on the highway, and it rolls over and everything. She gets ejected, and half of her is trapped underneath the car. And this guy comes along and he stops and he says, "Can I help you?" And she says, "Yeah, if you can get this car off me." And anyway, he sees that the bottom half is exposed, and so he takes her panties off and does his thing with her, you know, and
it's going to have to be one of them stories, isn't it? Oh, goodness sake.
And he goes on down the road, and pretty soon a highway patrol police officer comes along, and she said, he says, "Can I help you?" And she says, "Yeah, if you can get this car off me." He says, "Somebody else stopped and raped me." He says, "Oh, really?" He says, "Can you describe him?" "Oh, yeah, he was a Texan." "Well, how do you know that?" "Because he had a great big belt buckle and a little bitty Peter."
Oh dear. Right.
Anyway, I'm gonna go for real this time. I'll take. I'll leave you with
Don't worry about it, Ann. She's in good hands with us.
Oh Jesus! You sure you're American?
Yeah. Shit.
Well, me and Rice, we signed up and got our YouTube handles today. Was it today or was it yesterday? Oh, it must have been yesterday.
Yeah, it was yesterday, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it would have been yesterday. Did you get that email over there, or DJ?
So I'm miles away. So I've got my dog sort of like give me like weird looks. I'm just making sure that he's all right because yeah, he's just being weird. I think he's listening to you guys actually.
Oh, yeah, he probably recognized
Yeah, he's saying,
our
"Oh
accent.
God, Lee's on again. I better like keep an eye out now."
You know, he's going to go straight for your toes now.
Oh, I hope not again. I mean, oh Jesus Christ! He always does that when I'm least expecting it, doesn't he? It's just like, I mean, on the stream already, he's been kicking me up the arse when he's been sleeping. Yeah. Trying to fucking type and do a live when I had one of my cats like draped right near the top of my head and her paws were coming over my face. Then I had Leo bloody kicking me up the jacksie. Trying to type in my bloody, because he's bloody kicking me a lot. My keyboard's fucking moving around. It's just like, what the fuck's going on here? Oh, trying to fucking concentrate. It's just like, oh, bloody hell, what's going on here today?
He doesn't like being neglected.
Well, he was asleep having nice dreams at the time because he's being such a fidget ass and he had his paws in the air. He's giving me a good kick up the arse. As you know, my dog is a bigger animal, so he takes up a lot of I wish I had a bloody chihuahua at times. But no, you wouldn't be able to put my dog in your purse.
They're mean dogs.
Yeah.
Oh, they're mean.
I watched some of those YouTube videos on those protection dogs over there someplace in Asia. They're dealing with snow leopards and different predators. Wow. Oh yeah, they're kind of interesting. They're like
they are derived from wolves, so you would expect it, wouldn't you?
Yeah, they're herd protection animals is what they are. That's what they use it for, I guess. But man, I'll tell you what, they're big. Some of them are huge, and they got some big teeth too. They're not like a Doberman Pinscher or a German Shepherd or something. They look like they got like canines that are like at least 2 inches long, maybe even longer.
Okay. Certainly,
how big a teeth your dog have? Because your dog's a big. What is it, Mastiff?
Yeah, bloody big ones. I have never measured them.
Well, do it right now.
Stop sticking a ruler in his gob. No.
Get the measuring tape.
No, you can sod right off with that.
Get your ruler out.
Yeah.
I'm curious. I have to
One
know.
of you guys can come round here and you stick your bloody hand in his mouth and see how good you get. Goodness sake.
All right. I want my hand back though.
In one piece.
I will be back in a minute. Talk amongst yourselves. I'll be back in a sec.
All right,
Okay.
we can run the show now. You know that she will never hear us.
She's
She'll never
looking
hear
for a
us.
ruler. She's looking for a ruler. She's gonna measure her dog's teeth. I know she is.
All right, I'm thinking that is she going to use a wooden ruler or just a regular aluminum ruler? You know, a yo-yo.
I don't know. She might need a yardstick.
Yeah. Dang.
Now that'd be a big dog, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I wish you have to get an hydraulic jacks to open them both up. You know, take the teeth out.
I don't know. I like to watch the animal videos. I watch some of the girl, the female martial artists too. They're interesting to watch. I think some of them are just pretty damn tough
They're fast, agile. Yeah, they are.
and flexible, and they put a different dimension on things. They're interesting. Very
Yeah.
aggressive. Very aggressive. Some of them.
But sure hate to marry one. Yes, yes, dear. No, dear. I love you, dear. Wash the dishes for you? Yeah, sure I will. Yeah, I wouldn't argue will. Showed these kids.
Go ahead.
Well, they showed these kids that under a younger age, they would wrap themselves their back, and grab their hands and on a tree, and they would do that all their lives, and eventually, till they break that tree in half. It just amazing. I couldn't believe that they actually broke the tree in half.
What were they doing? I don't understand. How are they doing that?
Something about chi. They got chi in them, power.
So
Well, they can't.
which one of you gets just said a reactive word to my dog? Because he nearly knocked me flying. Well, he normally reacts to things like sticks and shit like that. So which one of you done that?
I think Wright's he's got a pork chop around his neck.
He can play for everything. Why not? Why not? he'll
Bloody Americans. I tell my dog's got fucking good hearing.
What's he doing?
No, he's just chilling out, laying down and all of that. He was like calm as you like. I move and he still stays there being a good boy. And then obviously what you two were talking about, he heard a reactive word, he jumped up and nearly knocked me over. That gave me a freaking heart attack, you bastards.
Must have been a tree.
Yeah.
I will play back a bit and find out which one of you gits did it.
I'm telling you, Frosty did it. I'm telling you. I know this for a fact.
Actually, it wouldn't fucking well surprise me. It is what it is.
I don't know why my handle still has Lee on the last name. I don't. When I go up here, on the panel, it just says Frostley. But in the chat, it's Frostley Snowman Lee. I don't know how that happened.
Well, you have to change it in your Google settings to how you come up on your YouTube, because you can basically, or you can go into YouTube and change it.
Yeah, sometimes.
Because I could basically change my channel name right now to I'm the biggest bitch in the world. Not that I would, but I could do if I wanted to.
One more thing too. when Frosty has the F on there, sometimes it disappears. I don't see it. All I see is white. Your logo was
Yeah.
gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, that happens on YouTube sometimes with people's profile pictures and that. Yeah,
Weird.
but it doesn't in StreamYard, but that's different.
I am not getting an alert from you, and I don't know why. So
Well,
be it you're alive.
Well, like I say, I wasn't planning on doing a live at all. It was like a very impromptu live because I didn't even put the bloody rules on my channel on this one. I just did it on the fly, really on the fly.
Yeah, but you still should get the alerts anytime you go on.
Well, not normally when I plan to do one, I normally let you guys know anyway, don't I? But I didn't know I was going to do one, and it was just a mad fucking morning.
Yeah, you've been on for a while. How long you been? When did you start your stream?
It's been on for 2 hours 40, and I've been on Paddy's as well for hours, and I'm all right about it. We actually would have stayed over in Paddy's because I felt bad for doing the live, but the fact that he booted, everyone offered a panel, and I thought, well, why not just go and open up my channel, and then everyone can just, that wants to, can just come over from there. We gave Paddy quite a bit of time because I didn't want to obviously do it straight away because that wouldn't be very nice for Paddy now, would it? You know. But after like 20 minutes, we thought, no, we start this live now and see what happens, isn't it? I mean, quite a few people have come in, and it's been all right. I wasn't planning on doing it, but I would speak to Paddy and apologise for doing it. But I think he'd understand in the circumstances because I wouldn't have done it normally like that,
I wouldn't worry about it, DJ. He understands.
Well, I just want to make sure because, like I say, it's the first time he's been back for a month, and I'm that kind of person where if I feel that I may have upset the person even slightly, then I would normally talk to him about it, just in case,
Yeah, I know how you. Yeah, you're right. You would.
Other people just wouldn't give a shit, but I do. If the person's worth it, now if the person's not really worth my time, then I'm a bit like, oh, I'll talk to him next time about it, like on a live or whatever. But this is a little bit different,
Well, we were going to come up. We got your message last night. I did. And then you said, forget about it. You're putting movies out there. So, well, okay, forget about it then.
Yeah, I mean, my throat, my throat was pretty croaky yesterday.
Yeah.
Well, no, it would have been the day before when I was going to go live. And Tonkin pretty much said, look, you don't sound too good. You're pretty tired. Why don't you just like watch a movie in Discord or something instead? And I went, right, okay, might as well. So we did.
What movie did you put on?
We're watching the Fourth Matrix.
The fourth.
It's is it called Resurrection, isn't it? The fourth one?
Oh yeah. Yeah, okay, yep. Yeah. Yeah, I've seen that already, yeah.
Well, I've got a shed load. I mean, the amount of bloody movies I have. I mean, trying to bloody choose one out of all of that lot is just like, what the fuck? But that is cool.
Who's the main actor? Who's the main actor in that?
It's Keanu, isn't it?
Oh, yeah,
okay. Keenan, what's his name?
Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
Reeves, something Reeves.
And Carrie Preston's in it, the one that plays Trinity. But the others are pretty new that are in it, actually. But they're copying other characters that were in it before. Hey, dear Johns. Because it was Lawrence Fishburne, wasn't it? He was Morpheus for 3 movies, wasn't he? You know. How are you feeling, sister? I haven't seen you for a while, darling. Hopefully you're all right. And so I don't know. I can't remember the last time I actually done a live that was actually in the morning. That actually started in the morning, like properly. Like, normally I do lives and they start like would stay like midnight or 11 hour time and like go all through the night. That's normal, but it just feels weird to do a live in the morning like this. It just feels a bit alien, but we'll go with the flow in it. What the fuck? You're gonna come up, dear Johnson, and say hi? So it has been a while since we've actually heard you on a live. Actually, I can't remember the last time. I think for me it must have been about 6-7 months ago, maybe longer. Oh, you're welcome. So what are you two guys doing today?
Well, I was telling DJ Snowman that Paul Pelosi was using his head for a hammer.
Oh yeah, he got hammered again.
Well, when I first read that comment in chat, I thought you guys were like having a bubble with me or something. But then when I actually read it again, I was like, no, these guys are being fucking serious here.
Well, he you know, when you have a little bit too much to drink or something, you know, it's sometimes referred to as getting hammered, you know. So he had that experience where he had a little bit to drink and he ended up in a car accident here not long ago. Well, then what was it yesterday? Somebody broke into his house and
that's karma for you, isn't it? You know.
Yeah, and took a hammer to him. So I thought, yeah, second time this guy's got hammered, it's made the news.
Oh, that's a pain in the ass if you don't have earbuds. I mean, you may echo, you may not. It's hard to say, isn't it? So sometimes I don't wear my headphones at all and I'm fine. Other times it does. I don't know why that is. But no, you're fine. If you say you're welcome to come up anytime you want. Well, anyone is. I don't mind. As long as you keep your clothes on, I don't care. Pretty much. I don't be seeing any naked bodies on my channel, especially not this early.
Yeah, I haven't even had my breakfast. I gotta go get my jar of pistachios.
You take it. He's not flavor of the month. Which guy are you talking about, Shay? You have to be more specific in this community, darling. If you mean Sai, definitely not right now. But I mean, in regards to him, he would have to do a hell of a lot to make it right with me, in particular. And I'm not that hard to like please, really, in that way. I mean, if people have done me wrong, I'm normally quite forgiving about it, but it depends on the severity of it and who and all of that and what they've said to whether I'm going to really forgive you or not, you know.
You know what, Frosty?
What's that?
I don't think she got that URL.
Hello, Z. No, exactly. Well, I mean, anyone that just goes and drink drives for any reason, that really does irritate me, because if you know you're going to be going out and drinking, Now, you can either walk home or get a bus if there is one, or get in a fucking cab. You don't get behind a wheel when you're impaired of any kind. And that goes for drugs as well. It's just my opinion. When you got other people's lives, I mean, you're actually responsible for a very heavy vehicle, which could easily kill some at 20 mph when you're fully in control of the vehicle, yet alone when you're pissed out your head. There should be a special place in hell for people that do that, in my opinion. It ruins people's lives and families. Lee, what the hell are you doing? It's like he's playing a human-sized game of Operation, isn't it?
What is that?
Who was doing something?
I said that the noise he was making, it sounds like you've got like you know that game of Operation where you got the tweezers and you're like making that. Obviously, not the electricity sound if you hit the metal on the actual board, but that's what it fucking sounds like. You loud git.
I didn't know it. I'm innocent, honestly.
I did say Lee. I mean, unless you changed your name by deed poll just to like piss me off and wind me up and all that shit. It's quite possible. Yeah, I never know with you two, but
Anyway, DJ, we're gonna ask you something. Did you get your URL changed?
no, because my channel URL it's always been customized because that's how I set it up.
Well, what how come we had to do it, Frosty?
I'm not sure if you could. I mean, you have to look in the terms and conditions whether when you get like a certain amount of subs, you can make it shorter and customize it, or you can do it straight away. I'm not entirely sure because when it first started, you couldn't, but I think you can now. But I'm not sure whether it's sub related or not. I really don't know.
Well, they forced us to do it. They said either we do that or we're going to have our own different handles. They're going to make their own handle of our names.
We either choose one or they're going to assign us one.
Oh, I mean, I obviously chose mine. My actual YouTube name, sure.
We're missing something here. I don't know what's going on.
Well,
Okay.
we did that same thing, but then we got this email from YouTube that said you have to choose a handle or we're going to choose one for you.
Yeah, that's what they said. Even though we had our handle already.
Well, sure, but hang on. I will check and see if I've got any.
So Gmail, if you get anything.
I don't know. Well, yeah, I'm just going to quickly check mine now, and I will see if because American Google is different to UK Google. So, how long ago?
Huh?
How long ago did they?
That was yesterday, wasn't it? Yeah. Or
No,
day after.
Email yesterday.
No, no, I haven't got any things from them. No.
Is there American people out there right now writing to you?
I'll go. That's on the social part of because I've got mine split into 3 with Gmail.
As somebody who's out there in America, see they got their name changed like we did. It's weird. Wonder why they're doing it in the States.
Oh. Well, hang on a moment. It's in my spam box. Oops. Okay. Yeah, it says yeah, you can choose your channel's handle. Why actually wouldn't you? I mean,
Well, if you don't, they're going to pick one for you. So you have to sign up for it now, and then it'll be permanently yours. Nobody else will be able to have it. But if you don't sign up for it now with this email, somebody else could actually choose your handle, and then you wouldn't be able to choose it later because they'd already done it.
it doesn't give you a date, does it, or anything? But also, I already have a personalised one, so why on earth? That don't make sense. Why on earth would that be in my spam box when I actually have? Oh, for goodness sake! That's another thing that's gone wrong, obviously. But hey, it's all good though. But it's not a demanding one though. I wouldn't be too bothered about it. It's just a gentle reminder.
No, I think you're misunderstanding it.
Oh, well, I do have I say it doesn't really bother me because mine's already personalised.
I don't think you're understanding what they're doing. They're telling you that you have to pick your handle. If you don't pick your handle now through their email and activate it and put it in there, somebody else could come along and pick your very same handle and get and they would own it. They would own it, and you wouldn't.
Can't say nothing about it. Yep.
And it wouldn't be nothing you could do about it.
Yep.
Yeah, but there are a few channels on YouTube with the same name, aren't there? Like for example, there's quite a few Cool Tools channels, and I don't mean like actual ones that I don't mean like duplicate ones of Cool Tools, like sock accounts. I mean actual. So if you just like type Cool Tools in the like search engine, it will come up with loads of YouTube channels about it. It's crazy. So that's probably what they're trying to do to make it a little bit easier to find people. I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe.
they're making it easier for them to find people. That's for sure. And they're making it easier for everybody else to find because there's only going to be one person with it. There's not going to be any duplicates at all.
Well, I think like that could be a good thing for people that do have the same sort of channel or whatever, because of if they've had a lot of complaints, it could be one. I don't know. I mean, because my I mean, I'm not like having a massive diss at Google and YouTube here at all, because having to deal with all of this would be a lot. Mind you, the amount of stuff they've got to deal with it anyway would be quite a lot, I would have thought. But whenever I've dealt with them, they're like, you can never speak to them on the phone, which is fucking stupid.
Right. That's right.
They don't actually provide you with an email or anything else to actually sort of like so you can send questions to them or anything like that. So if you when you speak to them, like it takes a while to actually get to open up like a chat where you can actually chat to well, you think it's someone, but they've got half a brain. They're actually not really a person. Well, they are, but it doesn't seem like it because they're fucking stupid. Oh, I've got blunt again, haven't I? Shit. Oh, it's going to turn into a rant, isn't it? Oh, for fuck's sake. But whenever I've like spoken to them, and it's like not been like a major deal, but they made it into one because they really don't understand what you're trying to say, what you're trying to do, or anything. I mean, my actual dog could run their customer complaints division a lot more fucking better and easier than them morons can. I mean, yeah, I'm talking about you, Leo. Sorry. You're saying, what have I done now? Fuck's sake. But I don't know whether you guys are the same when you've whenever you've dealt with them, but they never make it easy. And then when you like ask to speak to them over the phone, so you can explain it a bit easier than typing it, because people get
Yeah, you can misunderstand what is
yeah.
written.
Well, it's easy to misinterpret what people are trying to say, isn't it? You know.
Yeah.
And then when they're sort of like, you know, not understanding you or getting it wrong, which winds you up even more. And as you know, guys, I'm blunt as fuck anyway. So when I'm dealing with a moron, I will literally call you a bloody moron. So they really don't like it, because I actually give it to them and tell them how it is. It's like, oh shit, we're dealing with her again.
You remind me of so many people I've met in customer service.
Oh, is that a good thing? I've actually been told by quite a lot of people that I should do a job in customer service, because I get straight to the damn point and I sort things out pretty fucking quickly. But obviously the cursing I wouldn't be like swearing at people, but well, over here, I mean, I know you guys call it social security, don't you? But dealing with the DWP over here, I mean, oh, bloody Nora. They have like, they keep you on hold the whole fucking time, and you have the same boring music going on in the background. They keep you on hold for an hour and a fucking half most of the fucking time. So by the time you've got to speak to someone, you're sort of like half comatose. So you've forgotten what you're going to fucking say. Then they ask you shitloads of security questions, and then you sort of like get annoyed because they have to type it in several times because they can't type or whatever. And then you find out that they put you through to the wrong bloody department, so you have to go through the same old rigmarole again. So it's another hour and a half wasted of your fucking day. Oh, it's just grand, you know. And then,
Yeah, that's pretty much what it's like here.
And then you find out, oh, we can't actually do it over the phone. You have to put it in writing, and then it takes them another like week to send out the paperwork to you so you can put it in writing. And then you send it back, recorded delivery. Then they lose it 3 times or whatever. It's just like, it's a wonderful system we've got over here. That's why people give up on claiming money off of the government, because people go insane.
Have you ever gone into their office to meet with them and deal with them?
Oh, because of my head and all of that, they try and help me over the phone as much as possible. Because like whenever I go down there, because I have to take Leo and everything else, they sort of like say, well, why on earth didn't you call us up? We would have helped you over the phone. So I mean, I didn't mind going to see them in person, but it can be a bit of a nightmare if I have seizures down there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was just curious if it was the same. I mean, here they're behind 2-inch thick glass, and you can't hardly hear what they say.
I don't know what it's like now, since obviously all this Rona business, if they've changed it all or whether it's more telephone stuff. I really couldn't say. Possibly, I don't know. Because I know now, because they used to have like a big building where I lived, and it hadn't been there that long, but they actually moved it into the council's building. So it's a whole brand new department in the council buildings now, which is a bit weird if you ask me. But I'd rather not go in that building unless I really have to, because the lighting in there is like hospital lighting. It's got I mean, I've got ears like a bat anyway, and you know, that like it's got like, you know, those big ceiling lights which vibrate a lot and you can really hear them, and they're like slightly fluorescent.
Yeah.
Eyes in, because I'm light sensitive as well, as you guys know. So really don't like going in there unless I really have to, and I get really irritable in there. So it's just like I'd rather not. So what's it like in the States and dealing with that kind of shit? Because
Well, they give you can actually do a lot, but you have to have a password, and if you have that password, you can check on a lot of things. But
I suppose your password is I need my money now, bitch.
yeah, what's the holdup?
that password would be way too easy, wouldn't it? Oh, are you serious? A fucking password?
Yeah, they want you to use your password and go on the website or something, and you
Oh, well,
check a lot of stuff.
I suppose, yeah. I thought you meant like a password to get into the office, like Open Sesame or something like that.
That'd be nice.
Well, or bung the security guard on the door a tenner and go, let me in, mate.
No, they at least around here they're behind thick glass. You're in like a little, I don't know, it's a little bit wider than your chair. And
That sounds very claustrophobic.
yeah, it's kind of like that.
They got
And then
security.
you can't hear what they're saying half the time.
So is it because of the fact that you guys have guns over there and shit, or what?
Well, I don't know.
People like shit.
So people get so irate that it's there for the staff's protection because they really treat you like dickheads. Is that it?
That's probably it. That's probably more like it.
Okay.
Yeah, it sounds like it. Yep.
So it's a little bit like dealing with our government. I
Yeah.
feel you. Okay.
You know how much I love my government, you know.
Well, if your president's anything to go by, no thanks. I mean, I know ours is a bit of a wanker, but well, actually, which one? I mean, we've had 3 prime ministers this fucking year alone.
Yeah, I was reading where you're just going to raise taxes maybe as much as 50% of what people earn.
Yeah, but this is the thing, which this is why Liz Truss reckoned she resigned, because she wanted to like raise the taxes for the rich or something, but that didn't go down too well, so that's why she resigned. I don't believe that shit for 1 minute. I reckon it was planned from the start.
Just to get her a pension. Just to get her a pension, put her out faster.
No, I don't think it was that, but it was just who she actually chose for her cabinet, and that just wasn't right. It just didn't feel right. When I was reading the names, I was like, oh, okay, this doesn't look legit, but okay. She's new and everything. She hasn't been a cabinet minister. Well, she was an energy minister, I think, for a little while. So she had no real experience in running anything. So I'm like, oh, this is going to be interesting. It's like, what the fuck? But I'd say it's worse now because of the fact that our new PM, his billionaire bloody wife, wasn't paying tax in this country for quite a long time because of she doesn't live in the UK. She's just married to someone in the UK. So where the hell does she sleep with her husband then if she doesn't live in the UK? Yeah, please. For goodness sake. I mean, I know a lot of married people claim they don't get sex and that, but yeah, I bet.
They got any kids?
Actually, I haven't looked that up. I mean, I haven't really checked too much into them, to be fair, because I just get switched off when.
I do remember that word sex. Is that something to eat?
Well,
I
it
forgot.
all depends how you're doing it, darling, to be fair.
I forgot what it is.
Well, you do have oral sex, right? So that does come into play to a degree. I mean, you wouldn't use cutlery unless I'm doing it wrong. But hey, my God.
With
I'm gonna have
crowbar,
to talk to
maybe.
my.
But
Well, I'm gonna have to talk to my consultant, Frosty.
yeah, no cutlery. Stick
You're
with
not
a crowbar.
consulting that on my channel, for fuck's sake. There'd be no pistachios or.
No,
Oh, Guru!
that's how I start my morning.
What with a bit of cutlery?
Staphios.
Uh-huh.
What did Guru say? I can't see what he's writing.
He
I'm
said
gonna.
some would definitely use cutlery, let me tell you.
That's Guru.
Yes, it certainly is, you cheeky bastard. I'm just getting visual now. Thank you, fuck's sake, Guru.
They bring out the meat cleaver. I think that would, cause me a little concern. I think I'd be out of there pretty quickly.
I just took my headphones off for a second to like massage my temples. Did you just say a fucking meat cleaver?
Yeah.
What the fuck? All I could say is ouch, and then what the fuck again? Even my dogs ran off. Oh Jesus! A fucking meat cleaver. No, you're not, Guru. You're a fucking vegan, aren't you? Cannibal, my ass. Actually, that just translates to eat my ass, doesn't it? No, you're not bloody doing that either. Fuck's sake. Oh, my words are coming out so wrong today. And I'm blaming fucking Sai for turning me this way today because I've gone batshit crazy.
All I said was meat cleaver.
Oh, I need a fucking meat cleaver at this rate. For fuck's sake. Oh, someone's going to get battered for sure. They get battered like a fish at this rate. Fucking hell. Oh, the joys of running a channel. I just think I'm going to give up now while I've still got some fucking sanity. Oh my God. You remember the last time I had Rona rights when I was up on your bloody channel and I went batshit crazy then as well? I haven't had any fever dreams yet though, because last time, oh my God, they were so damn hot. I mean, Jesus Christ. I nearly woke up and nearly needed a defibrillator. I mean, woo!
We gotta go under Frosty.
I've never had dreams like that in my life. I mean, it felt so bloody real, and it was like, what the hell just happened to me? And this was going on for days, and I'm like, God, they weren't bloody joking. People were having heart problems with this bloody Rona. This is probably why, the perverts. Oh, I say pervert, my dog comes running in the room. Funny how he knows what that word means, isn't it? Jesus Christ. This dog understands a lot of words that you shouldn't really understand. It's mad. I mean, I hardly ever use the C word, but he seems to know what that word means now. I think he's listening to too much Irish people. It's mad. But hey.
When you're sleeping, he's reading the dictionary.
Well, he's a lot more intellectual than some people on this platform. My God. I mean, my dog's got more brain cells in his fucking tail than a lot of people have in their whole fucking body. And that's a fucking overstatement either, you know.
I heard through the wind that Leo reads play doggy.
Oh, it's bloody mental though. The things that he's actually taught my two fucking cats. I mean, the three of them together are just like a motley fucking crew, a wrecking crew, and a few other crews I can think of. But shit. Actually, these guys would be a good actual ad to stop young people from having kids, because if you can't deal with these, then you wouldn't be able to deal with a baby that no fucking chance. So I could rent them out for a little while, couldn't I?
You could put him in 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue.
Well, put it this way. One of my cats in particular can open doors, windows, parcels, cupboards, the freezer, the fridge. She keeps on turning the fucking cooker on. I mean, this is fucking silly stuff. She sits there and works shit out, and I mean, I should video her doing some of this stuff, because you can actually see her working out in her head what she's doing. It's like, what the hell?
They sound like senator material for me too. I like that. Yeah, they sound good.
It sounds like the cat's absorbed your president's brain cells before he lost his brain. Or something along that line, you know.
Ain't that the truth? I'll look for that.
He's Americanized my bloody cat, the wanker.
Yeah.
Well, that's why she seems to open all the parcels from fucking Amazon. Because your president is friends with Bezos. My cat likes Amazon parcels. I just do not get your system. I mean, it's hard enough getting ours, but yours is just so like weird and fucked up and mad. I mean, no wonder Trump suggested building a fucking wall. I'm sure he meant it to be for the fucking politicians, not for the illegals. I mean, I may have got that wrong, but probably not. I'm surprised you haven't got a wall in the bloody is it the Capitol building? Inside there to separate the two from having a fucking Barney and punch up with each other.
Oh no, I've never been in there.
I haven't either, but I can just imagine. I mean, it's bad enough when you hear them on bloody news channels and whatever.
Well, it's supposed to be a people's building, but I'm scared to walk in there. I might be, in jail.
What? Jail for what? Being you? Or what?
Walking in the White House or the Congress building, Insurrection.
I could understand you walking into the White House. That's a little bit of a piss take, isn't it? You just stroll up to the Prez's gaff and just walk straight in and walk into the Oval Office and just sit behind his desk with your feet up. I mean, yeah, I could understand them getting a little bit peeved about that, say, for example. Or you go and find a nuclear football or something and press a few buttons. I mean, I don't fucking know.
Well,
Yeah,
Joe
yeah.
Biden, you don't either, and he's there.
Well, yeah, I mean, he actually needs a compass, a sat nav, a fucking map, and a fucking human guide, and he still fucking get lost, the moron. And he's lived there for years. I mean, what the fuck?
Oh, that reminds you know about Twitter, right?
Oh,
Who?
it's that new idiot's bought it. Yeah,
Yeah, we're gonna have our freedom back.
yeah, and you believe that shit?
Well, he got Trump back. He's back if he wants it. He's getting all the people that were kicked out back into it. And he kicked out all the CEOs, the head honchos over there.
Well, I mean, I'm probably going to get a load of shit for saying this, but I didn't really have any major problems with your last president, actually. He actually made a lot of sense of a lot of his policies, and a lot of people were a lot better off with what he was doing. I mean, I know he was a bit of a controversial fuck, and he was a bit racial in regards to building a fucking wall to keep people out and all that shit. But he said what he actually felt. He didn't dress it up. But his policies did make a lot of sense, and he sorted out your economy pretty darn fucking well. During a pandemic, I might add.
Yeah, it was humming along pretty good.
Yeah, it was. It was really building up around here.
That's why they got rid of him.
Yeah.
It was actually doing things that were helping people.
Well, exactly, and that's why. Well, because he wasn't a politician, he's a businessman, and I think, yeah, he's a very ruthless one at that, and that's probably why he did a good job. I don't know.
Well, that's exactly what I said. Yep, that's it right there. Yep.
What I couldn't get, which really annoyed me, and I'm not an American, as you can hear. I mean, with my accent, fuck that shit. But it's like the actual build up to the election, right? And he was getting banned from Twitter, he was getting banned from FB, he was getting banned from every single platform. He was getting censored left and right. People were slagging him and saying all this fucking fake shit everywhere. And then you got fucking that shit house Biden and the fucking gobshite cunt bag. Oh shit, here I go again. I don't like your president at all. He's a dick. Without a dick, probably.
He gets a free pass. You're right. He's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Everything out of his mouth is a lie or incoherent.
But why on earth, right, is it that all of that stuff with his fucking son, China, and that missing laptop, and all of the stuff that was coming out about his fucking first family and all that was censored in the mail? I mean, people weren't allowed to talk about that, but they were slagging off Trump to high heaven. And then don't get me started about all that fraud and shit like that. I mean, dead people voting, I mean, that's a new one on me. I mean, yeah, I believe in the supernatural, but on that scale, yeah, right, on one day of the year, yeah, that sounds bloody likely. Not.
Does Leo vote over there?
Actually, he probably is registered to vote, cheeky bastards.
The cats do too.
Yeah, probably that too. And they're 9 lives each. Fuck's sake.
That dog's got talent.
Yeah, I agree there, Shay. He does need a big fence so he can't run off or walk off or, I mean, oh. I was watching this program the other day, and I swear he had cards on him to say to actually adjust his tie and to pick up his pen, because I could actually see it. And I'm like, I'm reading this right, and I'm like, is this guy such an effing moron that he really does not know what he's doing? I mean,
yeah,
that is fucking dangerous.
oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
So if he's not fit enough to run your country, then who the fuck is? Or is that too much of a stupid question?
Well, it sounds like your cat and Leo, your dog would do at least as good a job.
My bloody use sanitary products to do a better job than them. Fuck's sake.
Oh yeah.
That's another issue, right? I don't know what would put people off their food, but oh dear.
Well, they're shitting bricks over here right now. They are shitting bricks. The Democrats are. They're going to lose their power and they're scared to death right now. And they're trying every trick in the book to stop it.
But what we call it Alzheimer's over here as well, Shay. I mean, but oh. Yeah, but
We'll know what.
I actually thought if he isn't fit enough to run the country, they would invoke the 25th, wouldn't they?
Yeah, but the number 2 ain't any better.
Well, no, but at least he has got like a sort of a working brain cell.
Well, you're right about that. Number 2 shithead, yeah. Harris the shithead, yeah. Yeah, Harris is bad. She's really bad. She never worked in her life.
Well, then why on earth would he put her as a number 2? I mean, moron and moron. I mean, oh.
She checked all the boxes.
It was all done by design.
As long as he got one of those post-it notes that say tick all the boxes, because he might fucking forget. I mean, obviously, I do have respect for people with Alzheimer's. Don't get me wrong, because my mum had it herself. But she won't run in a fucking country, for fuck's sake. I mean, she was actually lucky if she could run a bath sometimes. And that's not me being nasty. That's me being just honest.
When they had the Democratic debate, she was the first one kicked out. They heard as vice president.
I thought like politicians were supposed to be good at debating, or have I missed the point?
No, you're.
Yeah, well, there was like 15 of them running over there on that in that party, and she was the first one to leave. She couldn't get any funding. Nobody liked her. She couldn't debate.
It sounds like a certain individual on what we've been talking about today, irritating everybody. But by the end of the day, you want to strangle the person. Yeah, I get that. So what do they do? Make her vice president?
Yep.
Well, if she was a woman, she's supposed to be.
Is she? I wouldn't know.
Well, that's what they say. And then she's a woman of color, of some variety.
I never noticed that she's a woman of color.
Well,
I've got to stop being facetious here, really.
We call her Bertha.
Bertha?
Bertha, yeah. That's a correct pronunciation here. It's a pronoun called Bertha.
What, is it because she's got a face like a back end of a bus or something? Dear Johns, yeah, he did, because he told me about it, darling. So yeah, he knows all about Pelosi. I mean,
it's the second time he's been hammered.
Hammer time.
Hammer time, yeah. You can't touch this.
You can't touch that.
I wouldn't want to touch it. Oh, for fuck's sake. Could this day get any fucking weird?
She's got an advantage over us. We can't read the comments.
Oh my god. I keep having to pinch myself to make sure I'm actually awake and this isn't one of my crazy fucking Rona dreams. No, I'm definitely awake. Damn it. Oh dear. I mean, I don't know whether that's happened to any of you guys. I mean, I know it happened to American Ronan, but when he had it, he had mad fever dreams as well. But I don't know whether it's happened to anyone else that's had the Rona, that you've had like really mad fever dreams, because wow. I mean, yeah, I can remember a few of them. I mean, that'd be a very steamy book, put it that way. It'd certainly get a lot of people off, I'm sure. But hey. Oh, he had surgery and he's going to recover. It probably happened to him when he gets home as well, just to make sure he got the message. So how did that all sort of like come about then? I mean, I know karma's a bitch and all of that, but I mean, did he accidentally leave his door open, or how the hell did somebody get in his house so damn easily? I mean, or don't you guys actually know?
No, they're not reporting a lot of stuff.
Nope, they're keeping it quiet. Real quiet.
They have to come out with the political.
They're keeping it well quiet, but everybody fucking well knows about it.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of details, though. They're going to keep it quiet until they can figure out what the narrative needs to be to make it look like the other party is at fault.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
Don't
that
let a
sounds about right.
Don't let a good chaos go to waste, you know.
No, when does that ever happen? That, you know, I suppose, but you would actually, why are they trivializing it though? Because that's like attempted murder, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what they're charging him with.
Well,
And he's from Canada.
well,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm surprised Trudeau hasn't fucking stuck his nose in this stupid twat. I mean, yeah, it could be worse. You could have Trudeau running your country. I mean, fucking hell. Or Macron. Macron's just as bad.
Why would you come to America to take a hammer to a politician when you got Trudeau in your own country?
Well, quite. But they probably couldn't find him because he was still stuck under his bed after having the Rona that time. What a twat.
He, cracks me up. His wife causes all kinds of trouble. He's the one who gets all the feedback.
Oh, that's normal marriage, though, isn't it? So that's quite normal. But I mean, who else in the chat has an opinion on Macron and Trudeau? Because I know they're both French-speaking morons, but fucking hell. No, you can't blame everything on the planet on Putin. That's a bit unfair, isn't it? I mean, it's very tempting, granted, but no. I mean, my dog's just past wind. Oh, it's fucking Putin's fault. No, but
Well, that smell's coming right from Macron.
yeah, fucking when he gets the world's pollution, it's Putin's fault. Yeah, he's responsible for a hell of a lot, isn't he? That guy. I mean, fuck's sake. And his poor wife as well must give him the blame as well all the time. It's probably why he looks so miserable constantly. He's getting the blame 24/7. Guru, do you want to get blocked from this channel saying Trudeau is awesome? Actually, saying that, he's good at doing a few things. He can roll a good joint, I've been told. And he's good at snorting lines of certain substances. But apart from that, I don't know about the rest of his capabilities. I don't know. But his counterpart, Macron, I mean, I'm just lucky I don't live in fucking France. I would be in prison by now because I'd probably go over and deal with that fool. Seriously, you didn't want to go to New York? So that's the thing as well. I've got an aunt that lives in Oz, and she wants me to go and live over there with her. And I was seriously thinking about it, but since all the problems Australia are now having, I'm like, no. Does she want to come over now and live here with me instead? Jesus.
That's what I was going to ask you. Yeah, DJ.
What's that?
You got a store called Aldi's, right? In England?
Yeah. Supermarket chain. Yeah.
Okay, we have one over here in where I'm at. Do you also have a store called Ollie's?
No, I don't think so.
I wonder where they. Okay, I'm just trying to figure out where they originated from. Okay, all right. Never mind. Go on.
I can do a search on it if you want.
Yeah, I just kind of curious to find out because Aldi's and Ollie's sound, similar. I'm just trying to think if it came from UK.
Well, it's pronounced Aldi actually, but over here, is it? Yeah, is it Ollie's as in OLLIES or?
That's it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. We went to it today. It was wow. I was amazed.
It's actually founded in Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania? Wow.
Yep.
Okay.
The chain has 462 locations in 29 states.
Huh. Okay. My apologies. I thought it might. Okay.
I don't think it's in the UK. I mean, I'll look and see if it's in the UK, but I've never heard of that one before.
I was going to say, if you do have one, go there. I'll tell you what, you talk about some good prices. Holy hell. Like yesterday prices.
Yeah, they had pretty good prices on canned stuff there. What I saw.
Yeah, 89 cents. Big bags of peanuts. I forget how big a bag of them.
You stop fucking mentioning fucking pistachios again, are you?
No, just just dirt peanuts and stuff. Just the prices are just cheaper than shit.
I don't think it is in the UK actually, but
okay. Well, I tried it for you then. They don't even have it in Florida either.
I I don't like going into Lidl's. I mean, all the labels are in like a foreign language. I mean, they don't. Oh, it's just mad. I just do not like it in there, and my dog gets irritated in there. Maybe it's because I'm irritable in there. I don't know, but it just doesn't feel. I don't know what it is about it. It doesn't matter what location it's in. I just feel funny when I'm in there. I don't know. It's obviously something in my head. I don't know. Because I've got a lot of food allergies, I have to read labels, so I have to know what I'm looking for. But when it's in the fucking foreign language, it's a little bit fucking difficult. It's not. I mean, if it was a specific one, fine. But you try looking up in your bloody for every single bloody bit of food. It does take the blatant piss that you're in there. Normally, like a 15-minute shop takes you about 2.5 fucking hours. Maybe longer, and then the fucking security staff think that you're fucking shoplifting shit. Oh, it's wicked.
Well, you can do what my friend did. He was from Puerto Rico, and he came over here in America. Couldn't speak a bit of English at all. He's working for a construction company. And they went to lunch, and he went to the store, came back, sat at the picnic table with the rest of the guys. They started laughing. He's wondering why everybody's laughing, and he's eating away. And the guy came on up to him who could speak Spanish. He says, "Why is everybody laughing at me?" He says, "You're eating dog food."
Oh,
They didn't know it. That's the truth, yeah.
mind you, some of the food that I feed my dog, I mean, he eats better than I do.
Yeah, they do.
Pistachios.
Oh, I wouldn't give my dog. Well, he eats cashew nut butter, but not too regularly because he'd get fat eating that constantly. I don't know about pistachio nut butter. I mean, well, thinking about it, wouldn't pistachio nuts be a lot more oily than cashew nuts? Logically thinking about it.
Quite possibly.
I mean, I don't even know whether they make pistachio nut butter. I mean,
I don't believe I've seen it, but it is an idea. They're making all kinds of nut butters now.
well, yeah, because they can charge a lot more for it. I mean, cashew nut, well, peanut butter is getting really expensive now as well, I've noticed. But cashew nut butter is like a lot more expensive. You get a really small jar as well. And it's really fucking oily. I mean, you don't want to get that on your clothing because it doesn't come out very easily.
Oh, really?
Well, I haven't eaten McDonald's hamburger for a while, and I went to one. They downsized the hamburger. Same price, but downsized the hamburger.
Oh, D. Jones is saying she's been looking for a big rug for her living room. 8 by 10. I mean, oh, you'd be able to get one over here pretty cheaply.
Yeah, but you know what's kind of funny about it? When you go to the counter and you look at the picture, it doesn't look anything like the hamburger you got in the box.
Okay.
I mean, the picture looks good with nice tomatoes, nice and even, thick, big, juicy. You know, when you look at your one in the box, you're like, what the hell happened?
Lee happened. Blame it on him, innit? That's fucking mad. So, whereabouts in Ireland are you from, Shay? Anyway, and I'm not asking you to dox yourself or anything. You know, we don't ask for people's addresses on here. I mean, fucking hell.
Once it's in Dublin, I bet you.
Yeah, right. I mean, surely those kinds of stores would sell rugs that size. I mean, like I say, 8x10 isn't that big for a rug, is it? And then, unless you mean meters, and then that's a little bit different. That's a bloody big rug. That's more like a fucking carpet. But I don't know. No, it's a bit mental, but you're a dub. Okay. No, that isn't it. Oh, that came out blunt. I didn't mean it like that. Jesus Christ. There's nothing wrong with dubs at all. I should be going over as soon as I get my ID. They've been taking the piss of that. I'm coming over to Ireland. It's been overdue. Was due to come over on St. Paddy's Day, but I fucked my ankle massively, which made my bloody day. I'm definitely going to be over St. Paddy's Day next year, without a doubt, because that'd be a good crack, wouldn't it? And explore the Irish side of the family a lot more, and obviously the Irish side of me a lot more. But it's all good. Yeah, I thought you meant feet, but I didn't think you meant meters, because that would be, like I said, it would be a rather big bloody carpet, unless you were disposing of a body or something, you know. It's a new way of dealing with YouTube trolls. You roll it up in an old carpet. Oh, don't worry, I'm a half breed myself, so don't worry about it. But this is a thing which, I mean, at least I've got answers now that I know, but I've always felt different to other members of my family. Now I know why. But now I know where my bloody temper comes from. Because it's just fucking crazy and all that, but it's mad, isn't it? You don't know which bits are the English bits and which bits are the Irish bits, so fuck it, innit? It's all good. And Irish, I'll get it right in a minute. Wrights is half Irish as well.
Sure am.
Yep. And he's never been either, so you're going to have to, like, give me a list of what you want me to actually film when I'm over there for you, right? Because
you know what? I don't care. Just as long as you film it, that's all I do. I appreciate that. I would.
you want me to film everyone and everything? I'm probably going to get nicked.
Yeah, I'll be just happy to see it. Really.
Oh, I'm not that bad at taking pictures. For fuck's sake, what are you trying to say? I don't know. I mean, I don't know where we're going to be staying, to be fair. I mean, play it by ear, I think. Obviously, I'm going to find out when I'm going to get my ID. I mean, it could come in the next few days. Who knows? I mean, I've been waiting months for it now. It's fucking ridiculous. Would have been a lot easier getting a fucking passport, but I don't know.
Why don't you tell them what that real idea?
Talk about what?
In America, they're going to start on May 3rd. We got to get real ID, they call it.
Oh, well, are
If
you
you
talking about driving licenses again?
No, well, it's like a driver's license, but you can't fly domestically. Domestic, any state without this real ID, they call it. It's got to start at the corner of the ID. So if you want to fly, you got to have it. If not, they'll just kick you out.
Yeah, domestically, in between the states, if you're going to get on an airplane, you got to have that real ID, or you can't get on.
I'm just thinking if that's the same thing you have over there.
No, I don't believe it is, actually. I don't think... I've never been on a plane, so it's... boats, yeah. Planes, not yet. Helicopters, yes, but no, I don't... I haven't seen anything anywhere that they've talked about that. I know they've changed the rules of the health passport and all of that, but I don't believe they've done that in the UK. I mean, who knows with this new PM? I mean, he may just do it just for the crack, Let's just fuck up the country some more. How can we piss off the English people today? Oh, I know. Fucking idiot. I don't know. Ah, nice. I mean, you got to make sure, though, that the engine and all that, because you don't want to be breaking down all over the bloody country, do you? Because that would piss you off, wouldn't it? That sounds nice, though. Is there like any particular places you want to go, or so I'm definitely going to experience Australia for a while. That's definitely on my bucket list, so to speak. And Cuba as well, because I'm going to finish how to learn to speak fluent Spanish, and then I'll go over to Cuba for a while. That looks interesting over there. But people say to me, why don't you just go to Mexico if you want to speak Spanish? And I was like, well, I'm going to do things a little bit differently. I don't know.
Come to America. We'll greet you.
In Spanish.
It's nearly bloody midday over here, and I'm getting tired, guys. I have been up. But no, it's not only that. The fact I had eight seizures yesterday, and I haven't really slept that off. And then all that crazy shit, and I still do have a chest infection and COVID. So I'm not doing too badly today, am I?
No, you did pretty good.
Yeah, you sure did.
I'm still in a reasonable
Sun's coming up here. Sun's coming up here. I got things I got to do too. So
yeah.
You realize, DJ, go on.
I do have to sort out my mat as well, and all of that, and I do have to get a couple of hours sleep. Otherwise, I will start to lose my shit.
Well, we thank you for allowing us to come up here. Thank you.
That's right. Yeah. And you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. And obviously, don't do anything I wouldn't. Mind you, that doesn't limit a lot there. And I won't leave it so long before I go live next. And it will be a lot more notice next time because, like I say, I don't normally do protest lives. But it was nice meeting you, Shay, today. Nice to see you again, D. Johns, and everyone else that's in chat. Obviously, mean, right, Lee, if you want to stay behind for a little bit, it's fine by me. And have a good weekend and happy Halloween. And don't eat too much candy from strangers. Take it
Good
easy,
night.
guys.
See
Good
you.
night. See ya.